Why, hello there, Clarice. I was sitting here clearing my throat and coughing and hacking, and I wasn't even watching the countdown. I mean, I'm sure some of the facial expressions I make when I'm hacking and coughing, if you were to snapshot those, they'd probably be very photoshoppable in certain ways.
That should
Anyway,
happen.
this is the spec sheet. I'm Michael. He's Curtis. Hi, Curtis.
There we go. Now I'm on large screen again. Hey, how are you?
Oh, I couldn't be better. And I think tonight Curtis is going to play a little Zelda, and I'm just going to sit here and disrupt.
There we go.
And, before the show, I was asking you about Philips Hue bulbs. Curtis knows a lot about home automation. I mean, he really does know a lot about it. And
I'm a little
so,
obsessed, you could say.
well, that's why you're the guy to talk to about this. So I am, let me go back to the product that I linked to you. These are the Philips Hue A19 bulbs that I'm
What's the
thinking about
wattage on
buying.
those?
These are 60 watt,
Okay.
which seems like an awful lot for an LED light.
Yeah, but in Hue
Are they
world, those
super
are
bright?
they're not. So like
Oh.
Hue, but they're gonna be fine. Like you'll be happy with
Like
them.
relative to, let's say, $15 Amazon
Oh yeah,
bulbs,
they're fine.
are they
Yeah,
brighter?
they're about the same, but their color accuracy is a lot better. That's what you're paying for with Hue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So like I've got Hue bulb there. Like I've got one that is it's just tunable white. Right above me is color tunable, and I've got two more over here and one there. So yeah, I'm pretty obsessed with them. But I typically only buy the 75 watt or 100 watt, which are more expensive, but they're much brighter bulbs.
I'm sorry, Restream was distracting me there. I thought that we were only streaming to our spec sheet channel. I'll get to that in a minute. But okay, so I have, the Amazon Echo devices. Since really I never evolved beyond noob stage when it comes to home automation, and so I never really got away from Alexa. And I think I know there are much better ways
There's a
to
whole
do.
world you're missing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I know this. I know that there is, but it's sort of like learning to play Call of Duty to me. It feels like it's
Oh
a
yeah.
new homework assignment for something for me to learn. It's a homework assignment. It's a project of which I already feel like I have enough, and so I just never really pursued it. But what I'm wondering is, since these Zigbee is a wireless protocol for home automation, right?
Right. hmm
It's its own
Yeah.
thing.
So,
It's not Bluetooth. It's not Wi-Fi.
but it's closer to Wi-Fi though, if you're trying to consider the two. So Philips Hue has both Zigbee antennas and Bluetooth in it. Uh, so you can do either, but Zigbee is better. It has better coverage to it, of course. First off, from Bluetooth, and then it's faster. And there's different levels of Zigbee, and the Philips Hue is the higher end on that spectrum. But then you also have Z-Wave. Z-Wave is another one that it's starting to be phased out of the home automation world. But that's another one that you can use, like smart things from Samsung. So they they were heavy on that. They're on both Zigbee and Z-Wave, but like I said, they've drifted away from it over time. If my memory is right, if I'm wrong, then someone tell me in the chat. But if my memory is right, Zigbee creates more of a mesh network. So the more Zigbee devices that you have, the stronger the mesh gets, and the farther you can extend it out, where they communicate with each other. Like devices could run either in receiver mode, or they can be receiver and sender. So that's another benefit to going with Zigbee. And you do have Wi-Fi in the mix. So using 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi does. Are you fact checking me? I hope you are.
Well, I'm asking Grok. I'm. It's been so long since I've looked into this, but I'm 99% sure my Amazon Echoes do support Zigbee.
Yeah, they do. I'm sure they
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Zigbee
and
is
it
the
does.
standard really now. What I'm interested in is if I'm
Well,
right
oddly,
or
the
wrong
small
about.
ones don't.
So it's only the larger,
Yeah.
like, yeah. Uh, so what is the biggest Alexa you can get now? I don't
I
use
think it's
Alexa.
just an Echo, and then the smaller one is an Echo Dot. Curtis is
Okay.
just looking down on me like the peasant rabble that I
No,
am in this conversation. Oh, I don't consort with these sorts of things, but I will ask you this question anyway.
no,
What's
I
the
gave up
largest
on
one? What does the
Alexa is
peasantry
just
use?
yeah, Alexa's just the worst in terms of security of all of them. Like, there's someone in India sitting and listening to every conversation you have in your house. And they have some kind of thing
Probably.
and probably all of them are. So
Godspeed
I'm
to
not,
them. You know what? I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope the show has been worth the 3 shekels per decade that you're being paid to do this job.
yeah, I mean, I just assume that they're the worst in it, but that's fine. I mean, again, I use Apple and Google, and they're just as bad, I'm sure.
It really would be hilarious if it were revealed that, you know what, all these years when you tell Alexa to turn on your kitchen light, it really was a dude in India and it just turned
I
into
mean,
a
that would be
big. It's
great.
like, oh,
That would be
shit.
the Elon Musk robot Tesla self-driving version of smart home devices, wouldn't it? To
I
find out,
already turned on the kitchen light 3 times today for this guy. What is he
yeah,
doing?
I would love that. That would be awesome. And actually, because in India they're actually writing the code for it, which is cool. It's probably somebody in Brazil or the Philippines that's the one flipping the switch in the little software on AWS that turns your light on.
So, my most basic question, hey to everybody in the chat there, hi. My most basic question is, I guess, if I have the Echo and it does Zigbee, I asked you earlier before the show, do I still need the Philips hub? And you said, yes, I do, because it affects the color accuracy of the bulbs. I have no idea how that could be. Please explain.
Okay, so if you're going to buy into the Philips Hue ecosystem, which means you're paying more money per bulb than you would for any other Zigbee device any other device, whether it's Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or even Z-Wave. But again, you're not going to buy a Z-Wave bulb anymore. But you're paying a premium for the Philips name and it's not even Philips anymore. It's actually a different company owns them. They just license the name Philips on it. But anyway, they use better controllers on the device and better LEDs, and they're guaranteed to be color accurate to whatever your selection is. And on your Alexa device as your controller, it is not going to get the signal it sends. You like the whole reason you paid the extra money to get faster devices with better color accuracy. There's no guarantee your Alexa is going to send you the right color signal if you care about color accuracy.
So that's on the Alexa. That's not on the
Yeah.
bulb.
The bulb can do really high color accuracy,
Wow,
but the apps
really?
aren't built
Wow,
to.
that unlocked a part of my brain there. I had
Yeah, it's not
no
the bulb.
idea.
Yeah, so you're taking a superior device essentially and connecting it to an inferior controller. It still
That's just
works.
how I was raised. That's what I
Well,
do.
like I see that. Well, that's funny. I was going to go a different direction there on microphones, but I'm not using my inferior microphone. I'm using an inferior microphone to yours
I didn't
right
notice
now.
you're using the little clip-on Rode
Yeah,
microphone.
I am. Yeah, because
It totally
here,
does the job. It's all you really need.
check this out though. This is what's
I'm
driving me
so
crazy.
overkill with what I have here. Like, this is studio broadcast quality audio,
All
and
right, so
it's just, I don't think necessary anymore.
well, I was going to make the joke about inferior
Oh,
mics.
that's way better.
Well, yeah, because I have
Wow.
the RE 320 where you have the 20, so it's the opposite.
Yes.
The problem is can you hear every little bump there as I'm touching my desk?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to move my mic arm to be mounted to my desk when it wasn't before, and that's really driving me crazy that I could hear all of those. So
Well, I
that's why
think
I'm
just
using.
a little bit of gating would get rid of that.
No, man, I was messing with it. Like it's like every little vibration comes through on this standing desk.
Well, does your mic arm clip onto the side of the desk, or does it
Yeah.
does it bolt it in?
Well, I mean, it's got a clamp. I was gonna
Well, that's what mine
originally,
does.
if
I
I
don't feel
kept it
like I
here,
get that though. I don't feel like I hear that on
I
my
think
end.
it's just the quality of your desk, like being
No,
able to.
I bought a cheap ass like adjustable standing electric desk off of Amazon.
Oh, but
I
I
think
have an
40,
IKEA one that I got
140.
for $15 clearanced.
Oh,
So,
I've really upgraded my setup. I look around here and I'm just like, wow, if you could have told me when I was 15, like let's say that this is what my setup is going to look like and this is what I would be able to do with it, I would just be, I mean,
oh yeah,
it would be like pondering the entrance into a world of Star Trek reality.
you entered the holodeck and suddenly
Yeah.
your wildest dream came true, and you hope no one's monitoring it. You hope Alexa, someone in the Philippines, isn't watching your holodeck dream of what 15-year-old you thinks your computer is going to be.
I'll
And
go into some setup changes later, but I did
so,
not know that the Amazon device is what is responsible for telling the bulb what color to be.
well, here's
No
the other
idea.
thing. Here's the
That's
other part of
wild.
it. If you use your Alexa for it, and I'm going to assume that it's going to go out to the web and then back to your device.
Isn't that stupid?
Yeah. So,
So
one of the other benefits when you get the Philips Hue Hub, it's your Zigbee controller, and it's all local. It's extremely fast. You can still control it externally too, but it gives you far better speeds for responsiveness. And they're all Matter. So like Matter and Thread are the two protocols or like APIs that allow smart devices to connect to each other now. And it's super simplified. In the past, it was a lot more complicated and it required specific integrations to have Alexa work with Philips or vice versa, or Hue. Let's, I guess, call it more specific to what it is. But man, can you hear people walking above me on this mic? I can hear it.
I'd like you to place a phone call to them right now so that I can let them know they are interfering with
Yeah.
an otherwise stellar
Oh man, I hit myself in the
broadcast.
head there with that. Yeah, done. Man, it's really picking up everything. That's funny.
So
You're gonna hear someone go to the
thread,
bathroom here. In
the
a,
thread and matter protocols. That's the
Simplifying.
difference. That's the difference between having to have, like, if I want to connect a bulb to my Alexa, a lot of these cheaper bulbs and older, you have to install their the bulb manufacturer's proprietary app on your device first. It's got to communicate with the bulb over Bluetooth, and then it tells the bulb what the credentials are to connect to the Wi-Fi. And so
With the
Matter
Wi-Fi
and
bulb,
Thread
yeah.
eliminate that, right? Because then you can instead just go directly into the Alexa app on your device and add the bulb there because you don't have
It's a
to
little
have
bit
that
different.
third-party app. Okay.
Yeah, so it's more, you have to decide what your controller is going to be, and you can have multiple controllers. But like what you're describing is, I'm using the controller on one device. Like if it's a Wi-Fi one, that you're basically there's a cloud controller that you're connecting to. That's what you were describing. Matter and Thread would allow that cloud to connect to your Alexa. It's the way that two separate systems communicate to each other, or separate manufacturers can communicate with each other while maintaining their own proprietary system. It's like an API, but it's a simplified, standardized one that they can communicate to. So when you're thinking about your controller, if you sync all of your devices to your Amazon controller, like your Zigbee controller on it, your Amazon is the control center. It's the brains for it. And it sends all the signals out. And it's telling every device what to do. What I don't like about that is the cloud-based nature of it first. So Philips Hue is cloud-based in terms of being able to connect to it remotely, but inside your network, when it's sending out commands and doing all the updates, it's all local to your network. It's much faster. It's slightly more secure. And also they fine-tune their app to send exactly the color that you're expecting. Their system is designed to be color synced to, I forget exactly what the palette is, but like let's just say it's like sRGB, Adobe something, whatever theirs is highly accurate. Plus, they have extra things that you might not care about, but like their sync boxes So you can plug in a HDMI to the back of a sync box in Hue, and it will input LEDs around your computer like that. Right before we started, you showed the RGB light that you have there. Like they have similar devices that do color washes, and you can sync it to exactly what's being sent through your HDMI, and it does a really good job of collecting the accuracy and extending out the color of your video signal for watching like a movie or a TV show out to the rest of your room, which is really cool. There's also free software that does the same kind of stuff in hardware, but Philips Hue makes it really easy to do that, and know that if you spend a lot of money on your TV and you care about color accuracy on your TV, if you're going to do sync lights to it around your TV to extend it, you want that to be color accurate too. That's what Hue is good for. I also use them for like stage lights, for like accents to stage lights. So like I'll have my like on a theater stage or whatever, you have all of your main lighting system, and then you want to do accents like washes, things like that you want to control. Like Philips Hue is really good for that too, and again, very accurate. So those are all why you pay extra for Hue. If you don't care about the color accuracy part and the speed and not having to be cloud based for it, don't get Hue. Don't spend the extra money on it.
So when I get the hub, am I still going to use my Echo device to give voice commands to the lights?
That's Thread. So Thread is what allows
Okay.
those two to communicate to each other, to where you now sync your Philips device to your Echo. If you were me, and I think once you dive into this world, you'll become like this. What I would look at is either getting a Raspberry Pi or just a small like NUC type device, like an Intel old small computer, and because like I use an old thin client box.
I could do this on my NAS.
Well, what I was going to say is install. Can you do Docker on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do Docker.
do
Then I would
containers.
install Home Assistant.
And Home Assistant is one of the containers.
Yeah. So Home Assistant is the way to go. That gives you complete control over all of your integrations. So I use Home Assistant to connect to my Smart Things, and my Smart Things has Zigbee and Z-Wave connected to it. Then I have my Philips Hue bridge that connects all of my Philips devices, and then I also have on my thin client that's running Home Assistant, it also has a Zigbee/Z-Wave antenna on it. And all my new devices that don't need to be color accurate or lighting, because I just like the speed of Philips Hue is much better. All of that is on Home Assistant. All of my motion sensors, temperature readouts, things like that, water leak detections, all of that goes straight to my Home Assistant. And then Home Assistant syncs to all of it, and I'm able to control it all in network without any kind of issues. And no one can access it unless you were to connect to my Tailscale VPN. That's how I can be outside my network and still be able to use my phone to control my local home network, but I'm in control of the traffic in and out of it. And Home Assistant lets you do, like, you can set up a significantly more complicated setup in terms of like scenes and automations. It's nice. It's the way to go. I was gonna say, can I show you?
Yeah, it's going to be a deep dive, though.
It's not that bad.
You don't think so?
No, I mean, like it's again, you only have to go as far as you want to start, but you can get really complex quickly. The nice thing is, like, I've got. Let's see if I show you. No, never mind. That shows location. But like, I have my phone connected to it, to my Home Assistant. So when I when I come close to my house and hit my Wi-Fi, my Home Assistant knows it and can start to do automations for me. It's really nice. House temps, that's what I'll show you.
I think it'd be great if one of your automations were that you have one of those like scrolling LCD display ticker things out on hanging above your garage door. When my phone connects to my Wi-Fi, display "Welcome Home, Curtis."
That would be great.
That's the only thing you have remaining, I believe.
I don't know if you'll be able to see that very well, but like these are like basement temperature. Like I have not well, this is I'm in my basement office, but uh, like temperatures. Like I can see wrong direction. Like humidity, pressure, temperature. It's nice. My battery just died. That's great. But yeah, my entire house I have sensors in them, so I can see because I have an old radiant heating system, that hydronic radiators, and it's really hard to regulate the temperature from one room to another. So I have a bunch of sensors everywhere, and you can use ESP32s as sensors too with their Bluetooth connection. Works pretty well too, and you can build really cheap sensors if you're into Internet of Things. There's just so many cool things you can do with it. You can with like once you go Home Assistant as your central brain, and then you have branches out from it. Like Hue controls all of my light bulbs, some smart switches, or like actually in my room now, my lighting for the live stream is on. I have light stands that have light switch or outlet switches on them that are Philips Hue too, so I can control those, turning them on and off. But all your light stuff you do Hue. All your sensor stuff, like for me, goes straight to Home Assistant because I don't want like presence sensors. When someone walks into a room and the lights turn on, I don't want that going out to anyone else. They don't need to know it. Philips doesn't need to have any idea of the profile of how people move around my house. Although you can, the cool thing, if you have two different choices you can get for bridges for Hue. There's the white bridge, which is the original one, like a V2. Those are like $60 now. Or you can get there for $100, the Pro bridge, which is obviously better. It's newer. It can hold more devices within its network. It's great. But the other thing it can do is if you have, I think you need 2, maybe 3 Philips light bulbs. And if you have those in a room, they can actually do a presence sensor with them. So they can tell the disruption of the Zigbee signal because you walked through it and turn on and off just because you walked in the room that has a light in it. That's cool. I don't use that because it goes back to the thing of like, I really don't want to send any data. I still think that Hue probably is sending some data along. That's why I like my Home Assistant better. But
well, I guess, yeah, I've got some work to do then, I guess. And these bulbs, I mean, I think this is the cheapest I've ever seen these Philips bulbs.
Well, you're
3
looking at
for
Essentials. Yeah, you're looking probably at Hue Essentials, if my memory is right. That's their lower end ones.
Philips Hue A19.
Well, that's just the format for it. That's the screw-in type is the A19.
Yeah.
Well, you're like if it's a white box.
No, it's black.
Okay. Well, then let me go back and look at the link you sent me.
It just seems really inexpensive.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You're good.
3 bulbs. Or you can get it used on Amazon, 3 bulbs for like $78.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're good. I actually, they're not in here, but I don't think. I have this box sitting over here somewhere because I just bought some of these. They go on sale cheaper, the 60-watt ones. I was thinking they were the essentials. You want to only buy those for places that you don't care. Do I have my, no. I just bought a pack of these during Cyber Monday for $79. I think is what I paid for it. Let me look and see.
What is the difference? Let's see. There's original, and then there's I can't see what the word is. Chromacy something. I can't see the words cut off.
Oh, that's the difference between whether they're color changing or not.
Well, original appears to be color changing.
Well, yeah. So I just bought for. I guess I paid $99 for it. Okay, I thought it was $79, but I did just buy that exact same set on December 2nd.
That's interesting. So what? I mean, both seem to change colors. The original and the Chroma C whatever.
Yeah, where are you seeing
The
Chroma
the
Sync?
listing I sent you down at the bottom,
Yeah,
it allows you to choose style.
there's no difference between that. I don't know what that. It looks like there's more in the box.
Yeah, used like new, $75. I can't really see any reason not to buy these used.
I wouldn't buy them used because,
Really?
like all LEDs, the longer they're on, there's,
Yeah, but surely they couldn't have been that used.
I don't know.
But who knows? Well, what's another $25?
Yeah, I would rather
I
buy
mean, that
these.
seems really cheap to me, though. Don't you think?
I mean,
Unless these have been this cheap for quite a while now. But I mean,
for
the
Philips,
last time I really seriously looked at Hue bulbs, they were like 40 or 50 per, maybe
yeah.
more.
Well, but you have to keep in mind the ones you were looking at because the 60 watt have been coming down. 75 and 100 are still expensive. But yeah, I think that that's a good price. I mean, I bought one not that long ago. But they're if you look at their prices, a 1-pack of it is still $50. So yeah, I mean, you're getting a good deal in the 3-pack.
Yeah,
But-
I think this is what I'm going to have to do. I'm so tired of cheap smart bulbs. It's
Yeah, I
just
mean, they're
never
great.
worked out for me.
The one thing I guess I will mention is that these are there's a new generation that's come out, and their new generation is all about saving money. So there is that. These are the older generation that are.
But is there any
higher end.
difference in connectivity or functionality, or
No,
is it
it's just
they're,
they're
efficiency?
the new ones are made a little bit cheaper than the other ones were.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. So let me see here if I can find.
You know, I really don't care about electricity costs with anything that I do. I find electricity to be so cheap.
Yeah, it depends on where you are, though. I
Well,
agree,
for-
but
I mean,
Here.
for what?
these are what you want to avoid. You can't really see it. Sorry. You want to
No, that's-
avoid the Hue Essential if it's in a place where you really care about brightness and high end. Like if you would put these in a like if you don't care, you would buy a cheap bulb anyway. Hue Essentials are fine, but that's their lower cost to try to get more people on board. Oh, you
Just
know
get
what?
him
Let me.
through the door.
Yeah. I don't want to forget this, and I almost did. For our live stream, so we're streaming today on the YouTube channel for the Spec Sheet and your personal YouTube. And we typically, if we're going to be playing a game, I would stream us on Twitch for Spec Sheet and also on our YouTube. But guess what happened yesterday to our Twitch account?
What?
We got suspended
Why?
with no ability to appeal because they claimed that we were promoting fraud.
How?
Yeah. So I'm going to read to you exactly. So I got one appeal that I tried, and we are indefinitely suspended. And it says that the severity is the max, and somebody sent it on December 19th. And because we were actively engaging in fraudulent activity. This is the details for it. Actively engaging in fraudulent activity. This is what someone flagged us as. We were using stolen payment information to purchase Twitch subscriptions, or we were using bottled or stolen accounts to inflate advertising revenue, and we were promoting fraud by teaching others how to do that. Our Twitch
Does
account.
no human is evaluating complaints there, are they?
No, I did the appeal and it was automatically denied.
And we have no platform really. We don't have any kind of an audience that could hear this story and get it to somebody's ear over there.
Well, I wrote to them and I was like, go look at like the 12 videos we've ever posted of us playing Fortnite, and you're going to see we've never sold anything, we've never promoted anything, we don't have any advertisers.
I mean, there should be a timestamp. There should be a date and a time. There should be a specific reference to something said. I mean, if they're using, obviously, AI to determine who they're going to ban, they could at least let the AI parse out some of the relevant information that's being cited and present it to you. See, this is why in any of these streaming pursuits you and I do, I really don't get that excited about using platforms like YouTube or TikTok at all.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy for this sort of thing to happen and for your wings to just be clipped. And I really think the best way to go is to just, if you're going to, I mean, if you want to do video and you want to have an audience there to easily reach you, then you've got to use YouTube. There's just, or TikTok.
Yeah.
There's just no way around it. But if you're doing some sort of an audio-only presentation, you need to have your own infrastructure. You need to have your own website with your own RSS feed. You're storing your own audio files, and use these platforms merely to promote that. But if you make these platforms your bread and butter, it can just be so easily swept from underneath you. I didn't even realize consciously that we had a Twitch account.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that I know that I saw it in the list of streaming destinations from time to time when I would configure things and set up one of these shows. But otherwise, I had not even actually consciously considered the fact that we even have a Twitch account. And to hear that we got permabanned is just wild stuff. So I wonder if it's got some kind of facial recognition that'll detect either of us.
That's
if
a good
one of
question.
us tries to create our own account. I should try that. You know what? I'm going to try that. Well, I don't know if it's going to present a problem.
I wouldn't do that just because someday you might want to stream to it. Like it's not like we had
if
huge...
it causes a problem for me now, it's going to cause a problem for me.
Oh, right.
Then.
Good point. It doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, good point. It's frustrating because we didn't have a huge following on Twitch, but we had a couple people who
look. We were almost into double digits of people watching us on Twitch, and I feel like this really is a bit of a. This is really a bit of a roadblock, a stumbling block.
It is.
I find this capricious and arbitrary.
I second that.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know. Yeah, it's not like a big deal, but
I figured it was going to be like something that was actually arguable. Like
right.
Maybe someone had said something offensive.
That would have been
that
better.
is minimizing to certain communities.
Yeah.
I thought it would be something of that nature. But
I know. That's why I was looking to see what's the moment, what was said that.
Yeah, and it would be me who said it, whatever it was.
That would be funny. I mean, it's annoying. I at least want to have something to bounce it against. Let's go ahead and start some tier. I guess before I start this, but before I get started, have you played Zelda at any level?
No, not at all. And when I was a kid, I used to sit next to my friend Curtis. I had another friend named Curtis.
No.
I would love to be able to say it was you and that you and I have just been at this all these years, but sadly I cannot. But I'd sit there with Curtis on this little 13-inch TV in his bedroom, just watching him play Zelda. And just as I'm watching it, having no idea really what I'm looking at and just I'm just kind of tripped out by it. Like generally, if he were playing Zelda, I would sort of zone out and start doing other things, going.
That's when you learned you weren't an
whatever.
RPG player, I guess.
Yeah. I think that's really what it comes down to. Although I do play Warcraft 3, and I did.
Well, it's different though. That one's like a strategy.
I did play the first 2 Final Fantasies.
Yeah, those maybe are closer to what a Zelda style.
So you would think that I might have some. I'm
What's
not
funny
saying
is-
Zelda's bad. It just
Back when I was playing Zelda, I had my little cousin Michael sitting beside me. So how
Oh,
ironic.
shut up! You did not.
I did actually.
Did
I totally
you really?
Oh yeah.
So
I mean,
there-
his first name's Gary,
It's
but we
like
called him
each
Michael.
of us was
so.
in some sort of bizarro universe
No,
with
yeah.
the wrong Michael and Curtis.
Yeah, I could get my
See how I
cousin
just said
Michael.
effectively that I'm a better Michael than your cousin Michael. Look, I'm the
Now
one
my cousin
you really
Michael's
should have been
great.
with.
Go to my YouTube channel the day I learned, and you'll see where I interviewed him about a moment in his life that changed everything for him. And if you want to be interviewed too by me, I can be the Curtis to your Michael in that conversation too.
I want to be the captain to your Tennille.
I only want to be a Tennille. I don't really strive for anything else. So that makes sense. I'll get you the hat.
Okay, so you're gonna fire up some Zelda.
Yeah, but before I do, the reason I was starting to ask.
Before you say what you're gonna say, what platform? Well, say what you were about to say. I
Okay.
can ask this later.
So we're gonna be playing Tears of the Kingdom. I played Breath of the Wild. So I've been like old Zelda. I played all of the Nintendo versions of Zelda, so Zelda 1 and 2, and I've played a few of the Game Boy versions, but I skipped the GameCube, the N64. I didn't play any of those. And then several years ago, after it already had gotten out of style, I played Breath of the Wild with my 8-year-old back when she was much younger. We would sit on Saturday mornings and just work our way through Breath of the Wild together. This had to have been 5, maybe 6 years ago. And it was just the experience of living in that world. I'll tell you also, I hate cell animation. Video games that do cell animation are my least favorite style to look at. But Breath of the Wild is such a breathtakingly beautiful vista that I did make an exception and enjoyed that. So like we went out of our way to not follow your standard path, which is what's great about the open world Zelda games. You kind of can go about it any way you want to. Obviously, there's straight paths for leveling up and then beating Ganon. We decided to just enjoy ourselves and avoid all the things that she thought were scary and then do all the things that she thought was fun. So that was my Breath of the Wild experience. I'm really interested in Tears of the Kingdom. Are they going to build, and this game's a couple years old now, but are they going to build on what I liked about Breath of the Wild, or is this going to bring me back to my hatred of cell animation style games? Because I know they've added like an extra building element to it, and that's not what I don't care. Like we'll end up building some stuff, I'm sure, because we'll have to. But like I'll go play Minecraft if I need to go build things. So I don't know anything about the story. I've made my other family members who play this like no spoilers for what's going to happen. And my intention is to do a complete playthrough on streaming for it. Like hopefully you'll join me and add some color commentary to this. But yeah, I'll end up putting all of it out on our YouTube channel. All right.
So
anyway,
the Zelda you're going to play tonight, what platform are you playing it on?
it's on Switch. On the original Switch, not Switch 2.
So is this emulated?
No, I'm actually playing on a Switch.
Oh, wow. Okay. And how are you getting the video?
Using the same video capture card that I use for.
Oh, you're just outputting from the Switch's
yeah.
HDMI. I forgot about that. You can
Yep.
use it as a console. When I think of the Switch, I don't at all think of it as a console. And I owned one for a
That's
couple
funny.
of years.
Here we
There
go.
it is.
Let me go ahead.
You know,
and hit-
I think that I think there's very little value that you get out of Nintendo's annual subscription. It's just
Yeah, my kids use it. I don't ever play on the Switch. This is like the first time I've picked this thing up in a long time. So here we go.
I wonder if you would have had a better experience here if you just installed an emulator and ran this ROM on the emulator on your PC or your Mac.
No, I mean, I want to be able to take it places. I'm trying to see what the best way I can get us both on here.
When you said Tears of the Kingdom earlier, for a moment I thought you were going to say Tears of a Clown, and I thought, oh, shit,
Yes.
Smokey Robinson. They got some Motown music in this version of Zelda. That's really, I feel like that's
Absolutely.
an unexpected combo.
Let's see if I can get this to where we're together. So again, I haven't watched any of this, so I'm going to be learning
I
it
can't
all.
hear anything.
You can't hear that?
No.
Hold on.
You're just aghast. Well, do you think maybe you should stop it so you don't miss out on this intro?
Probably.
And we
Hold
need to
on.
hear it too, I think. We need a full
The
accounting
live
of what's
stream should be
happening
hearing
here.
it. Hold on. All right. Can you
Someone
hear
in
me?
the chat just types the word glasses. I think that sums up this broadcast.
It does, doesn't it?
It's just glasses.
It is the glasses. Yeah. Okay. So if you can't hear that, but
I can't hear that, but I can spiritually feel it. Thoughts?
well, that's all I need you to do. It is probably because I'm not routing that audio. You would have a feedback loop. But I think the stream could hear that though. Let me go to, hold on. Close the software I'm currently using. Bring up Minecraft as my test. You don't hear any of that, do you?
Not a peep.
Okay, just a moment.
You know, while you're doing this, I will tell the listening audience. We would like to, when we do these live streams, we would like to kind of not send them to my private YouTube so much. Well, I guess now that the Twitch is gone, where else are we going to send it? If we have two options, two destinations.
Yeah, I mean, we could keep doing it, but if we
Maybe
can
it
get
would
people
be
to
better to-
subscribe,
Maybe it would be better to send it to TikTok. My
maybe.
TikTok.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
opposed
because
to my YouTube.
so I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys out there. Like, we would like to see our spec sheet channel someday be able to be monetized, and that's
First
not
thing we
happening
have
if
to
we
do
split.
though is like actually sit down and do this.
Yeah,
That's oddly enough, that's a prerequisite of monetization. You actually have to do a stream.
yeah, that's true. We do streams pretty regularly now, though.
When's the last time we did one? I feel like it's
Well,
been
I've only
a
missed a
good-
week in several months
Oh, you've
now.
been streaming?
hmm
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow,
yeah.
Look at you.
I missed last week because I wasn't feeling well.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I stream every Saturday night.
Huh. I had no idea.
I always ask you, and you say
know,
maybe.
That's when I knew the band wasn't going to last. You know, I found out he was going out on his own, and he was not talking to the rest of us about it. So, you know, what's going to happen to any band at that point?
You can go back and listen to those streams, and you'll hear when I'm like, well, I asked Michael, and he said he might be joining. And then, like, after about an hour of you not joining, that's when, like, views plummet.
I hate to hear that. Well, so I'm the problem here. Is
I
what
didn't
this
say
comes down
that.
to. No, I am the problem. I am the kink. I am the ungreased skid.
Yeah, you don't hear any of that, do you?
No, nothing.
All right, just a moment. Let's see. How about, well, you're going to lose me.
I hear that. I don't know if you hear me.
Yeah. I lost me when we did that. Let me see. There's no way to get the virtual camera in OBS won't send.
Can you just? Isn't there a simple headphone jack on the Switch? Can't you just run an audio cable from that into one of the inputs on your Rodecaster?
I'd have to use the. No, I can't. I mean, I could, but I have to restructure it enough that's going to be a pain.
Look, there's
I only
a
have
wall
two
that's going to
inputs.
have to come down. There's piping in that wall.
Oh, wait.
And it might even be
Hold on.
load bearing.
Is there? Oh no, never mind. This doesn't have an extra USB-C. Hold on, though. I'm actually curious. Can I connect the Rodecaster directly to?
I feel like we should rename the spec sheet just to glasses. I like that.
You want to do the glasses
Yeah.
cast?
Yeah, we won't even call it cast or anything like that. Just glasses. You're listening to glasses.
You're listening to glasses.
I think that's a great name for a podcast.
It actually
Hosted by
is.
two middle-aged men who are battling the urge to purchase bifocals.
Well, some of us have lost.
Yeah. I'm still fighting the good fight, though.
Yeah.
I'm still pretending that I don't need multiple levels of light refraction in order to function as a human being.
Yeah, the problem is
I
that
really have to do I have to do a lot of weird stuff. I'm like I'm turning my head sideways. And I'm really doing some weird things to be able to read.
Yeah, that becomes.
I thought that would never happen to me. Everybody would always told me, yeah, when you get into your 40s, you'll get to where it's really hard to see things that are up close. And I thought, no, it won't happen to me. I'm special. I'll be just fine.
Time gets everybody.
Yeah, it sure does. You know, it really does.
This is so annoying that the problem is that my Rodecaster Duo is well, I guess all Roadcasters are like this. The input is mono, so I'd have to use two connections, and I only have one, or I only have two, and one of them is my mic. So,
Well, I mean, as long as we can just get one channel of audio from the game, that's fine. That's better than nothing.
all right, give me just a moment here. I will make this happen.
Let's get some on-hold music going. Midnight at the Oasis.
Well, here, I actually just learned about this. They have AI music
Sing
on
your camel
Restream.
to bed.
What genre
Lizards
do you want?
dancing on faces.
Do you want down tempo, chill hop,
places.
lo-fi, minimal house, future pop?
Camels who are dead.
Let's go with indie rock. Oh, I got to upgrade for indie rock. We're gonna go. Can you tell me if you can hear this?
You're looking for pod safe music, Curtis. You don't want to get our wings further clipped.
Do you hear
after
that?
After the fraud you tried to perpetuate over at Twitch.
That's true.
Now you want to get us screwed up everywhere else?
You got me. I'll be right back. Your head is huge.
Sure is. Hi. You're listening to Midnight Feelings with Jack Jackson. How y'all ladies doing out there? You know, there's a time for music like this. Maybe you're in the middle of one of those times. I know I'm not. I'm at work, sitting at a desk behind a DJ microphone. But maybe you're in a bedroom with a big king-size bed and big fluffy sheets. And some slut that you met 3 hours ago at a bar. This music's for you. I know I wish I could reverse roles with you right now, but I can't. I got bills to pay. I got a power bill that's due in 2 months. I don't live where MV does, where he says that electricity's so cheap. I gotta work. I gotta work hard. But not you. You're in that big fluffy bed with that slut. And you're digging this music, which is just right. I wish I had volume control. I could. That would help me. Trace. Sing, Michael, sing. When
You
Trey
do have
told me
volume
to
control.
sing like that, it was so freeing.
You do have volume control. Go over to the music tab, and you'll see it
In
Restream. Yeah, because that's where I'm playing that from.
Oh, okay. Well, it's too late. The magical
No.
moment has passed.
No, everyone demands it.
So, yeah, it's official that I am now co-hosting an internet presentation of sorts with someone who went over to Twitch and perpetuated fraud. Now look at us. Look at the situation we're now in because my broadcasting partner was attempting to game the advertising system through his fraudulent activities and/or deeds over at Twitch.
I'm sure your sidekick has done worse, right?
Some sidekicks will terroristically threaten during an episode. Others will go straight over to Twitch and just commit all kinds of monetary fraud.
Were you able to control the music? I'm curious if it's just me or you.
I didn't try.
Okay. All right. Let's try it. Can you hear that audio though?
Yeah.
Right.
That's totally sufficient.
Okay, cool.
Great.
Well, hopefully it is for me. What's going to happen when this game starts and we only hear like voices or, something, I don't know. And when it doesn't work, that's what I'm saying.
I have no idea what my shirt is, but if you look closely at the little design, it's mirrored. I'm having my brain's not processing well. If you look at the design, though, it looks like little butts.
Butts?
Little asses, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, if you look closely, it looks like just a series of asses all next to one another. And my daughters refer to this as my butt shirt. I bought it on TikTok.
Why are you so butt shirt over it?
And they actually are actively embarrassed when I wear this shirt out. They literally do believe that other people in the wild are looking at my shirt and thinking they see asses. Thousands of asses.
If someone's
Only
that
my
close.
daughters see this.
There we go.
So anyway, it's I don't know. I don't know what the name of it. It's just some Chinese shirt, But it's like a polo, and I think one of them is $30. And for what they are, I think $30 is money well spent.
Well, the electricity like yours, yeah.
I believe in, some people will not buy a shirt if it costs more than $10. They just feel like they're getting screwed. But I don't know, man. I'm willing to spend, I think, a couple $100 really.
For a good shirt?
Yeah.
I don't know, couple $100 starts to get.
That's the max for me. And that's not something that would happen regularly.
I don't know that I've ever spent that much money on a shirt. I've spent $100, but not a couple hundred.
Yeah, I think the most I've ever spent is probably $100. But I would be willing if it were something really nice that I really looked great in, and that I could just wear to funerals.
I mean, I would pay $200 to watch you in a shirt with butts on it, but I'm not going to buy that for me. Can you hear this still?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's watch.
When the speaking starts, I'll shut up. You might want to give it a little more volume.
You want to boost?
Yeah, just a boost. Remember, since you're only feeding it one channel.
Yeah.
Curtis, remember.
I just gave it 5 dog biscuits.
I think what I need to set up phone calling. Give me a moment.
All right. Well, and also you can go to. Well, here we go. We got. Is there? We can't hear the voices. They're the other channel. This was my worry.
That is hilarious.
I want to hear the voice. You are going to have to be. Well, no, you can't. Never mind. You can't see it. Oh. Yeah. How am I going to know what to do?
That is such a great example of whatever could have gone wrong there would go wrong. Yeah, the voice is only in one channel.
All right. We're gonna try
this ain't it.
Options. Wait, come on. Oh, I got to remember the buttons here. Give me a chance to make my audio mono. So this is the good reminder that Nintendo is like Apple. They're not going to give us this kind of control. Man.
Let's see. Text now.
This is what I get for switching to a Rodecaster Duo instead of the other where I could have had.
I think on the Pro 2 that the inputs are mono or stereo.
Well, you have to bring two together.
Well,
Like
yeah. Normally, if they're mono inputs, you do, but I think they do stereo.
No, I mean, I
Really?
traded my two for this one,
Huh.
and I thought, I'm not going to need that anymore, so it's fine. Man. Okay. Is there a way to do this in software with routing?
I'm gonna have to fact check you. I'm sorry. I just
Well, go ahead. Super Nintendo Chalmers. That's the superintendent and or I mean that's not the superintendent of The Simpsons, but is that who you're referencing there, Trey? I gotta look this up too. Okay, so I need a way to route the audio. Why can't my virtual camera in?
Yeah, just linking. That's all you can do.
See, I told you, man.
You know, I'm so tired of doing this show and having this done to me in front of everybody every time we do this.
I would be very frustrating to have to do this kind of stuff with.
It's not what I signed up for.
Man, is there... Okay.
Yeah, so one night I was doing the show with Curtis, and he just went off on this thing about how I'm an idiot and I don't know anything about the inputs on my Roadcaster. That's when I was done. He did it. Yeah, he did it in front of
everybody.
everyone.
On the
The
stream.
whole audience saw and heard. What am I going to keep broadcasting with him?
Can you imagine... Could you imagine someone being fragile enough that something I say on a live stream actually gets them that upset?
Oh, I know people in my day-to-day life who
Well, yeah, I mean,
are exactly that fragile.
So, can we not do audio output with the OBS virtual camera? Does not provide sound. Okay.
Are you asking me?
I was, but then I went to their forums and got the answer too. Wait, let me try to use you like an AI chat tool. Hey, Michael, can I route the audio of my virtual cam in OBS to my browser as an audio output?
Thank you for your question, Curtis. I've acquired a new voice, by the way. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, please.
Just say, yes, Michael.
Yes,
like to
Michael.
hear it.
Yes, Michael, I would like to hear it.
Hi, so just tell me, what is it you want me to control? I can do lights. If your garage needs to be closed, I can do it alone.
Did you like the new voice?
Install new voice, Celery Man 3.
Well, hello there. What goes on now?
Wait, what is
I believe
Hey,
I've
Michael.
been summoned. I'm just
give me a
sitting
summary
here.
of the Celery Man skit.
I'm
from-
eating beans and bread. They're all mixed together with cheese. It's not melted. I love British food.
I don't understand these Brits with their stupid food. It's the most disgusting thing. This has become a meme on TikTok.
I don't watch enough TikTok to know.
Well, I do. And
Well, thank you.
It
Go ahead
has
and
taken over my life, and I'm not proud of it as a 46-year-old man.
As you
But
should be.
nevertheless, and so they're showing off British food, and it literally, in almost every video, is nasty-looking barf beans on some kind of shit, dried-out, multi-days old, shipped on a truck from God knows where, made with whatever God knows slave labor made it, in a bowl with cheese on top, too much cheese. For any cheese doesn't really work with this, and it's not even melted. The same with hot dogs. They'll have a hot dog on a bun and then like 2 squares of cold yellow cheese just like slapped on top of this cold hot dog in a cold bun. Not melted, just sitting there awkwardly waiting to be consumed by some human animal who needs to put something in its stomach lest it die.
Sir, I will remind you, we have a large contingent of
Bangers and
British,
mash.
Trey
of
Bracker
British
says.
listeners. Yes. And they would prefer you to throw some respect on the name of their delicacies.
Trey says he'll buy the butt shirts and I'll wear them. Hey, you buy as many of these butt shirts for me as you like. I'm going to wear them proudly. I'll wear multiple of them at the same time. In fact, I'll stack them.
Will you please? All right. Man, this is really annoying me. This was not supposed to be a complicating factor.
Okay, so right now, what are you trying to do?
I was trying to see if I can get because my capture card pulls the audio over, so I have an input that works with this. But how can I get that into? Hold on, just a second.
Are you just trying to use the other audio channel from the Switch, or are you trying to
I'm trying to
merge
use
them?
the HDMI capture of the audio.
Oh, okay. And you're using OBS.
Yeah, I can hear it in OBS just fine.
Okay, so
But
you have
trying
an
to route
audio
that back
source in
out.
OBS that's not going to the virtual camera. Then
Yeah, let me see. Audio.
is that the basic problem?
Hold on, just a second. I'm on a Mac, so there's got to be a way to do this. To merge 2 audio inputs into 1 output, use the built-in audio MIDI setup to create an aggregate device, combining your inputs into a single virtual device. All right, well, let's do that then. Audio MIDI setup. Let's see how well Gemini makes this happen. Gemini. Create aggregate device.
It's a good thing you have a 3D printer. I don't know how you'd get through this problem otherwise.
That's true. I agree. You make a great point there, Michael. Great point. Great point.
Every time my computer starts working improperly or is misconfigured in some way, or I'm not able to route audio correctly from one location to another, I say to myself,
If a,
living without a 3D printer is not going to be a long-term solution here.
I don't disagree. You make a great point there.
Bangers and mash.
All right, let's see if
It's
this
what
works.
we eat over here. Bangers and mash. Because World War II sapped our nation of all its resources. And so, therefore, we ate bangers and mash.
I think I went a little Australian or even New Zealand or Kiwi for a moment there.
Yeah,
We ate bangers and mash all our lives because we couldn't get anything that had a mum and a dad. We couldn't get anything that had a face. We had to eat bangers and mash. We ate so much bangers and mash, we've just evolved as a people to love.
you kind
and
of. I would say you've become Johnny
I'm
Depp.
shifting.
You're now Johnny Depp trying to be Jack Sparrow.
We've evolved as a people to love and appreciate bangers and mash. All my life, I've appreciated bangers and mash. I come from a bangers and mash appreciating family. And I don't take that lightly. And my dating profile makes it clear I come from a bangers and mash family. It's not going to change. So if you'd like to date me, don't try to change me. That's why I put it on the dating profile. Bangers and mash family boy here. That's how I start my profile everywhere. That's how I want to be known as a member of a bangers and mash family. My father, his father before him, all of them, a long line of bangers and mash boys, all starting in World War II, by the way, because again, we
That
were eating concrete.
If you've been eating concrete for 4
There was a
straight
little bit of
years,
Mick Jagger for a little bit in that.
if you eat concrete for 4 straight years, maybe perhaps a little bangers and mash might suit you, as it did us for many years.
Can you hear me
Decades.
still?
Yes.
Okay, let me pause you for a moment then and see if this worked. I don't hear it.
It'd be hilarious if that display of the controller is actually the game.
Can you hear anything with it?
People have been falling ill after
No.
coming into contact with the gloom drifting
Oh,
through
my.
these caverns. Though here
How
it
about now?
seems almost misty.
I hear it.
not
It's only in the
concentrated
left
enough to
channel.
harm us.
Really?
We'll
Yeah,
keep
but that's
going.
okay. I can hear this.
Coming up from
I
the
can-
Can you hear her
news
talking?
past.
Yes.
Okay, then we're going with it.
Yeah, I say so.
We do not know what waits below, so we need to be ready for anything. But I know
This
I'll be
looks pretty
okay with
good. I
you,
mean,
Link. Let's go solve
I guess
Yeah,
the
I mean-
Switch, this is an early Switch game too, isn't it?
No, it's one of the later ones.
Oh, okay,
actually,
so they're
but-
really pushing the hardware with this, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks surprisingly good.
What's your opinion on cell animation, though?
Do you mean like the animation style you'd see in the Walking Dead games?
I've never played those, so I don't know.
Well, it looks like a comic. So are you talking about like cell
Kinda.
drawing
Yeah.
style?
Right, yeah, like cell animation, like old style, like cartoons, things like that. Like I prefer something with a little more realistic. Like this is like a way to make something you can make it look pretty, like art, or there's something ahead here.
So this is cell animation style then, you're saying?
Yeah, this is.
How do
Like
we
right there,
make
see how
my
you lose some of the
video
fidelity of
window?
it?
How do we make my video window? Oh, I see. Never mind. How do I make it like the same size as yours?
I don't think
Oh,
you
yours
can.
is
I just moved mine over the side.
set in OBS, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shoot.
We have a reason for concern.
Bangers and mash.
So
I can't make it any smaller.
that's what she said. Oh wait, it's the reverse. Oh, but now yeah. It's okay.
I guess I'll just leave it as it is.
Yeah, I would. Swing sword. I gotta remember my controls.
So anyway, we would much rather you follow whatever we're doing on YouTube through our spec sheet YouTube channel as opposed to mine. That would be appreciated. I thought it important to reemphasize that.
Yeah, thank you. These are the ruins from an ancient civilization. You can't see all that, can you? There's something written here. These might be ruins. Might these ruins be from the Zonani? I don't know. Zone AI? The Zone AI theory? I can't remember my controls on this. I never imagined this was all deep beneath Hyrule Castle. Oh, I gotta remember these controls. It's
Yeah,
been
honey. It's a bunch of bricks. Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find a dead rat and then we can make out.
These carvings. Yeah, you can't see any of that, can you? Maybe we should be doing.
Listen, I'm going to
What?
need you to not hold that torch right on that log or whatever that is right above your head.
Yeah. Like she has a cell phone. I forgot about that little tablet.
Oh, that was a crack in the wall.
Oh, I can climb. Oh, dude. He's got some serious dexterity here. I forgot about this.
You know, this doesn't seem entirely realistic, dude.
From what perspective?
I mean, like, if he were climbing like that, he would have totally, like, crashed on his ass. You know that, right?
Well, he's like elf though.
You don't, like, think this is, like, I mean, come on. You know?
I mean, like he is
Right?
elf though.
Am I right?
Like, you know what's weird? If you look at these creatures here, if you played Jedi Outcast, those games, then that looks like the same characters from that. I forget what they were called on there, but I better get my sword out for this.
I guess the style of animation in the Walking Dead games, you would just call that comic book style.
Is it more like hand-drawn?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There's some bats, dude. We gotta get these.
And by the way, Walking Dead became such a terrible TV show that I never finished it. I think I got to the season before the last, and I just emotionally became disconnected from it, and I felt like I was being strung along watching a product rather than an artistic presentation. I felt like
These murals.
I was watching a vehicle through which some entity was going to sell advertising. And because that show definitely, I think it went, what, 9, 10 seasons? Maybe
don't
maybe
even
11.
know.
It was a
Great War
lot.
fought long
It
ago.
could have ended after maybe
It was a
the
conflict
first
between
or the
allied
second.
tribes, and
But no,
someone only ever referred to
imagine
as
how
the Demon
badass it
King.
would have been if they had ended it after 1 or 2 seasons, and just
Well,
like people
think about
today
how
would
much
still be
better-
going on and on about how what an
Do these
amazing
murals depict the
show that
same
was.
legend?
Think about how much better it would have been if it had been closer to the comics, because I gave up after like 2 episodes.
I never read the comics,
This
so
is
I don't.
The comics
I
were
can't.
brutal.
statues we saw earlier. A Zonai.
Well, this is why
And these
I said
figures
that.
look like
Why I
Highlands.
brought that up. If you liked
This
The Walking
depiction
Dead in
certainly
its
suggests that the
earlier
Zonai
years,
descended from the heavens.
I highly recommend that you get go into the game store, whether you're Xbox or
It
PlayStation,
is said that my
and
ancestors,
install
the
the
first of Hyrule's royal
Telltale
family,
Games
were born from a
Walking
union
Dead.
with gods who had
It's kind of like a
descended from the
choose your own
heavens.
adventure book with some skill elements,
These murals
and
tell a similar story.
it's
And if
so
they are
brutal,
accurate,
dude.
then the gods
And
mentioned
it's
were
such a
the
good
Zonai.
story.
They must
I
have
had the
forged
Game
a
of
relationship
Thrones
with the Hylians at that
Telltale
time,
games.
working together to
The
establish
thing that annoys me is I don't
kingdom of
love
Hyrule.
dead end situations. You know, like I like to think of myself more as a Captain
seems to
Kirk
be
in a
stealing
Kobayashi
something of
Maru
incredible power from the
situation,
young kingdom.
and Telltale Games puts you in the no-win
Saw the
scenario
lines
too
of what I've
often.
read during my studies. And then this.
That's my
shows
only
the Demon
complaint.
King
By the way, if you'd like to call us,
and a fierce battle against
be
him.
more than happy to put you on the air. I got a
Yeah.
phone number here for you. It is
If the creature depicted
573
here really does represent the
245
Demon King, then
3867. 573 245 3867.
Is that the same number that we've had for a while?
incredible.
I think it may be.
Yeah, so go to
This mural must be
specsheet.tech
the Great War
in
recorded
your
the
web
royal
browser,
histories.
and you'll see at the very top there's a link that you can call in
This
through
is the
the
imprisoning
Road
wall.
app
And
on
the
your
events that
browser,
led up to it.
or you can scroll down just a
This
little
is a
bit
huge
and you'll see a
discovery.
button that right from your phone you can call that number that Michael just said, and it'll ring through your phone in the easiest way possible
Right then. Now to
and
use this
connect you right
invention
to
of
us.
Pura's. I'm glad I didn't leave it behind.
I
I
love the
think
fact that she
It's
has
so
a
easy to
tablet.
record. You
I
pointed.
think
And
I
whatever-
have my.
It's a Switch. She has a Switch. Did you see that?
Oh, it looks
No,
like the
I'm
rest
sorry,
of
I'm
the
looking
murals
at
are
other things.
obscured.
I'm trying to figure out if someone calls, if it's actually going to work or not.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Let's
what
see.
is this place?
This needs to be changed.
Maybe we'll find more answers farther ahead. Link, let's keep moving deeper.
USB2 is where your call's going to be routed if you call us.
We need some more people calling on that road thing because I want to know whether it works well enough or not. Man, this weirdness is getting creepier here. I don't remember that from the first game. Did it exist? I don't know, but I will yawn. You ready to
I
go
think
deeper?
I could play this.
Yeah, and this isn't really two-player, unfortunately.
No, I know that, but I'm saying on my own accord. I think I
Yeah.
could. I think I could play this.
Yeah, this is fun. Man, we really are going deep down this thing. Look at this. I think maybe we should get this red pussy stuff checked out, though. The thing I love is that you need to have your light on red so it looks like you're in the game. All right, dude, my megalophobia is going to start freaking out here in a minute. What is that? Upside down triangle there. Yeah, I knew it.
Are you getting creeped?
Nah. What is this place? I gotta remember where the A button is. Why did... let's continue link, but we must be extremely careful. Do you want to say okay or not yet?
I think not yet.
Okay. Oh wait, I hit the wrong button. Alright.
They never made out.
Yeah, they're not ready. I said
So
not yet.
obviously not yet.
Yeah. You know what? A Telltale game would be kind of fun to play with us together, like making choices, letting chat, and everything else. Oh wait, I hit not yet again. What's happening here? Would you? Okay, so.
Hey, Alex.
All right, here we go. We're saying okay this time because it looks like we're stuck if we don't. That's not the armor I had at the end of the last game. What is that? Oh, look, it's a corpse. I've had mornings like that.
Phone number again if you want to call in. You don't have to talk about this game. You can call in and talk about whatever. It's 573-245-3867. Or you can go to specsheet.tech. Look in the menu there, and you'll see the phone number there, or you'll see the Road Call Me feature.
I'll just mention really quick, if you're ever on an adventure and a corpse drops a pearl, don't pick it up. Oh, look at that. Link's protecting her. Oh, he's losing all his parts. Oh, the Master Sword's been corrupted.
Alex, normally we, in the past, have played a lot of Fortnite, but tonight we're watching Curtis play Zelda.
Was that the sword that seals the
That's scary.
darkness? The blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me.
Is this Ganon?
Zelda,
Yeah, must be.
who carries that fragile sword? A link. Raru placed his faith in you,
The way is shut.
and that was all you could do.
It was made by those who
you-
are dead.
Know our names.
How big is he, Rose? I think we need to start asking the important questions here.
We need some scale.
Right.
They need to have a guy in this shot holding up a ruler or something
That would be nice.
so that you can understand.
This doesn't seem good for the outer regions. See, this is where cell animation isn't too bad. Because like it helps you like kind of fudge with the detail. And it can look good. But then you get to like the corpse. I'd rather see that guy in like, you know, your standard video game quality. Oh, there she goes. And it was at that moment I realized I shouldn't have gotten out of bed today.
Allstate. For things you didn't see coming.
Yeah. Where'd she just go? What's going on there? Did Ganon just pull him out of there? was at this moment that Avatar joined Legend of Zelda. Are you going to see the Avatar movie?
Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.
Happy Hanukkah. Whatever it is you're into.
I agree. Do you have any plans for the holiday?
Yeah. Gonna get together with family and
Play some Legend of Zelda?
eat a lot of food. Because I'm not fat enough.
I
about
think
you?
you are just right. But eat all the food you want to and don't worry about it.
I am the way God made me, sir.
You are.
To quote Spinal Tap.
Well, well, maybe we don't want to go that direction, but that brings up another conversation. Have you
Oh,
followed,
yeah, Rob Reiner.
yeah, any of that?
Yeah, I find it interesting that when Rob Reiner's son checked into a hotel room at like 4 in the morning or something.
Okay, so hold on, because I don't know any of the story about what's happened
Okay.
since the day
Rob
of,
Reiner and his wife were stabbed to death in their home. Their son did it.
Link, finally.
Their son's been arrested, and he's been charged. And his
I've heard a
son,
great deal about you from Zelda.
at some point after they were dead, left the scene.
Your wounds were
Don't know when
severe.
that was exactly,
I am
but
relieved to see
at
you
about
escape
4
death.
a.m., he checked into a hotel. And the
Your
people
arm,
working at
was
the
beyond
hotel,
saving.
this is the part I don't
I had to
understand. The
replace it,
people who
lest
were
the injury
working at the
endanger you
hotel
further.
when he checked in said that he seemed like he was on drugs. He seemed like geeked out, spazzed out. But they said they didn't see any drug, they didn't see any blood. They didn't see any physical signs of having been in an altercation of any kind or anything. But then later, when the police came to the hotel room, which is not where they arrested him, I think they arrested him in public out somewhere. But when they got to his hotel room, there was blood everywhere. So how is it that the hotel staff says he didn't have blood on him that they noticed, and he didn't look as though he had just finished knifing 2 people to death, which is not going to leave you unscathed.
Right.
People don't just, when they're being stabbed, I mean, that's got to be one of the most visceral, terrible ways to die. And, any human being that gets subjected to that is going to have automatic defensive reflexes that are going to at least leave some mark. As the attacker, I don't think you'll come out of that situation without at least some scratches, possibly. More than likely. Something. You may
Yeah.
injure yourself with your own knife. Something. Think of OJ's hand, for example. His
Right.
wound on his hand.
Hey, like a Stargate.
So how is it that all that blood was all over the hotel room, but nobody saw any of it on him when he checked in? That doesn't
That's
make any
weird.
sense in the timeline.
Well, because they were probably, if it was the middle of the night, they weren't. Look, this is totally Stargate. I'm going to go find the ancients. Sorry. Go ahead.
Alex, have you played Fortnite with us before?
Yes.
He has?
Yeah.
Well, I would enjoy that, and I now have a proper setup for that, but it looks like tonight is a watching Curtis play Zelda evening, which actually, it's got nice visuals. I am enjoying this.
And you can watch me not do well at the puzzles. What are we talking about? I'm going to do great. Like I'm loving the fact that this has a Stargate aesthetic. Have you watched the video of that guy? So like I don't know anything past the night of, where they said it was him. And then I went and found like his YouTube channel and some other things, like interviews of him with Rob Reiner for the movie they made together. Have you seen any of that stuff?
Interviews with who?
So Rob, like back a decade ago, Rob Reiner and his son made a movie.
Oh,
about
I
it.
saw that.
Yeah. So I watched that stuff. But the other thing is that guy had his own YouTube channel where he hold on, let's see what happens.
I'll bet he was never banned on Twitch.
I know. The thing though that's weird is that this dude, it's like strange stream of conscience stuff. It's, I don't know.
Well, he obviously was mentally ill. I mean, just looking, you can see mental illness. And when you look at him in family photos I've seen of the Reiner family, he just looks really fucked up. You can tell he's not right. And he had been in and out of rehab apparently 17 times.
Really.
Just wow.
Yeah.
17.
It just doesn't really click. Even for landing in water and from a great distance will prevent you from taking damage. Okay, great. Gotta remember the controls. Let's say, look, I just found loot. Isn't it great how every game has the same mechanics? The archaic leg wear. We are going to put that on.
That is pretty much the case, isn't it?
Yeah.
Almost every game seems to play largely the same way.
Look, now we have a skirt.
You know, having played Left 4 Dead really made it possible for me to play modern games. Because if I had never played that, I would really feel like a fish out of water trying to play a modern game.
All right, here, this is going to be an important moment for me. And I feel like it's not working. So the cell animation thing, Breath of the Wild, the land was beautiful. And I'm not seeing it so far. See how those clouds just don't look great? They look like they're matte paintings in the background. It's not immersive. Let's see what happens when we jump from here. Well, from wherever it says to. Oh, is this the start of the game officially?
So you
Oh,
haven't
look,
really
there's a
been
dragon.
playing the game, Curtis.
I wasn't playing before. That was the tutorial.
Now he's playing.
And that's when I realized I shouldn't have woken up today. This is Fortnite, isn't it? I just jumped from the battle bus.
That's kind of how I felt when I saw that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Where should I put a marker?
Shit.
Can we can we mess people up and say, hey, we're playing Fortnite. Are you ready? Oh, there you go. There's the title screen. Look at that. They even got one of the dragons in the shot. Cool. Yep, that's very much like Fortnite there. Wild. I'm gonna have to. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe it's the monitor. I don't know, but it doesn't have the same beauty that I remember in those trees and just the vistas. But I want to like it, so I'll be quiet. The Great Sky Island. It's all been torn up.
You know, I think that using the Elgato Facecam virtual camera and sending that through OBS, I think it's also doing some stabilization. Because when I pound on my desk, I don't see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't think it would do that.
Like right now, I'm banging on the front of my desk.
Yeah, I see your
You can
mic
see it a
moving.
little bit, yeah. But I think it's very minimal.
A sky shroom? You want to take one?
I think a good moment of reflection might serve us.
Oh, look. I forgot about this. Like, apples and everything. Oh, look, we're going to get to fight something, I think, in a moment. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Maybe he would have been our friend, but it's too late to find out.
He's too cute to kill. I don't know why you would do that.
I don't have a weapon anymore. How did I lose the Master Sword?
Well, now he's just getting aggressive. You got to kill him.
That's all my fault. Alex really is a one-trick pony here. He only wants Fortnite, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Alex. Next time we get on here, we'll probably be doing some Fortnite. We'll do some trios.
Well, maybe, because I'm going to play this more.
Maybe I'll get on and do well, we can do an additional stream
Yeah.
in addition to this.
Yeah.
Bye, Alex.
I'm just saying the next time I'm on, I might be doing
Listen,
this.
Alex, I'm sorry Curtis doesn't want to play Fortnite with you anymore. I will.
It's not a forever thing. It's just a
So-
for now thing. It's not you.
Just
it's
know
me.
that it's Curtis is the problem here.
Where's the sword? How'd I lose the Master Sword?
I wonder what this mic sounds like with no processing at all. Test 1, 2, 3. I think I'm gonna run it like that.
It doesn't
wrong
sound
with
bad,
that?
yeah. Give me an A/B test here.
Okay. Without processing right now. And here's with processing.
Your voice is a little bit deeper without processing.
Here's without.
Yeah, I'm not against that.
The only thing that you could say is a bit of a downside is maybe there's a little more room noise, but I could just limit the processing to a gate. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't hear it right now. But
yeah,
we also have-
it's not really perceptible, I don't
Yeah.
think, on your end.
Let's get some more shrooms and then go fight that guy over there. Oh wait, that's not a guy. What is it? Let's examine it. Maybe it is something we can fight. It's a broom. What is it doing? Oh yeah, I think we're gonna fight this thing.
If you were just like flipping through on YouTube Reels and you saw this, first of all, you'd be. I don't think I look like I would be playing this game on a live stream.
Right.
First of all, but then there's the added mistake of thinking that I'm the one who's playing. I'm not the one who's playing. So then you as the viewer would be like, well, why is there some guy who's at the bottom of the video, but
Look
he's
at that,
not
that's
the
a
guy
switch.
who's playing? What is that? What's happening here? It would take quite a while to realize
Oh yeah.
these things.
Isn't it pretty smart on their part to make the tablet thing that we have here a switch?
I'm sorry, I was reading comments. What did you say?
Your tablet that you use to get around and things is hold on just a second. The Temple of Time is visible from here. This thing called a Pura Pad gets you access to stuff, but it looks like a switch. I'll show you in just a second.
The only downside to having no processing is you've got like no gating at all. So I hear every little breath that I take. Everything you
You
hear.
know that worked for the police.
Let's try.
What happens if I let go from right there?
Maybe
Oh.
that's a little better.
I forgot that I have a temperature too. I gotta be careful I don't get too cold. It's getting a little chilly. Another tree branch gives it to me, my precious. This looks like a trail.
I don't understand Alex's most recent message. He says, Nisa Knight, I will not be here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you threatening me?
Are you threatening me? Maybe it's just my memory is bad, but I just remember how pretty everything was on Breath of the Wild.
Is that the previous?
Yeah. This game takes place right after you beat that game. Maybe it'll grow on me, but my second oldest would immediately understand what I'm saying because I complained about that cell animation style for a long time. Until
Also on the Switch?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm tempted to switch over to it.
Is this
Just to show
available
you.
on PC?
No. Emulators, but not.
I can't believe no Zelda games are available on PC.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing that Nintendo holds so tightly to.
So it's
is
a
that I
it's a
think-
Nintendo exclusive. That I did not know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This comes from Nintendo as the studio. Here, let me. Oh no, I can't. Breath of the Wild is just so amazing.
Yeah, I'm looking on Steam. I just searched Zelda, and there's not a single thing. There's about 2,000 games that they think somebody who likes Zelda would like,
Mm-hmm.
but no
Oh
Zelda.
yeah, there's a bunch of clones of it out there. All right. I don't know. I think I'm kind of done with that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know for now. Not because I don't want to play it more, but I actually want to try something different.
Okay. Wow, that was an about shift. About
Well,
face.
because I'm not loving. I want to see what Breath of the Wild looks like as a comparison. I don't have the cartridge.
Oh,
down here
okay,
with me.
good. Yes. Let's
Yeah.
see.
That's the problem. I want to switch to this game though. Hold on.
Man, I haven't heard those Switch sounds in so long.
Yeah, I hear them a lot because my kids play on it. But
I had a lot of problems with the controller, and I feel like the way you configure the controllers is so overly complex.
I'm using a Pro controller. I'm not using like the.
Well, the controllers can be placed. You can use each one individually as a controller, or you can
Sorry,
connect,
hold on. That's loud.
or you can connect each one of them to the side of this plastic piece that turns it into more of a PlayStation, Xbox style controller, or you can put them on the side of the Switch. But I found that getting the Switch to understand what configuration you were using was so complicated.
Yeah, I prefer using the. I've only ever played the Switch really with the Pro controller. Did you ever play this game?
No.
This is one of the best racing games. Well, this is one of the best Star Wars games ever. Star Wars Pod Racer.
It's still pretty loud.
Why is it so loud? I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can, but it's pretty loud.
I gotta play one round with it.
Do you have in your restream settings what is it, volume leveling? Do you have that too?
Unfortunately, I don't. Because I'm aggregating two connections, I don't know how.
Auto game control, that's the setting. Because if you had auto game control enabled, it may not matter so much.
I didn't hit that rock. What are you doing?
Bye, Alex. Have a good night. See you, dude.
Sorry, what'd you say?
In the restream audio settings, if you enable auto gain control, it may kind of mitigate that a little bit,
Yeah.
so it doesn't quite matter so much how your levels are.
Let's see from here. I'm just looking to see any other. Oh man.
Cool.
Let's download a update.
Hi, welcome to the spec sheet. Tonight we're going to watch Curtis demonstrate how to update a Switch game. I know that for a long time you've said to yourself you wish there were someone willing to present this sort of content on YouTube. we realized a void required filling. So here we are.
There's something new to play. I haven't been on this in a long time.
See, a lot of these games ain't got English on them. I don't like that. I do not like that.
Oh, you can't see all of them. Double Dragon. Did you ever play the Double Dragon games?
Yes.
I love those. Ninja Gaiden. How do I play that?
All these damn foreign games you got in your library there. I may or may not call ICE.
Well, you might get me canceled from Twitch, right?
Let's not joke about that, Curtis. I'm a little upset
Does that
about
still
that.
sting?
If you had not tried to perpetuate a fraud on people,
That is my favorite.
you're the Bernie Madoff of tech broadcasters.
I might be. I didn't know that.
By the way, I highly recommend the Robert De Niro film about Bernie Madoff. It's really good. It's an HBO movie. HBO did some really great films. I really, there's that, movies like that, and movies like the one where Al Pacino plays the coach from Penn State.
Oh, that would be a...
I forgot the name of the coach.
Yeah,
What was his name?
I can't remember the same either. But, I know.
But anyway, Al Pacino plays him. There's another HBO movie where Al Pacino plays Jack Kevorkian, the suicide
Wait, Al
doctor.
Pacino did?
Yeah, and it's another great one. There's the Liberace movie. That's an HBO movie, Behind the Candelabra. One of my top 5 all-time favorite movies. It's just such a great movie. Behind the Candelabra. I mean, and the best part of all is that you can spend time being aroused watching Michael Douglas and Matt Damon kiss one another. I mean, what am I going to lie to the listening audience right now? You
That
can
brought
enjoy
Alex
that
back.
all
He just
night
said
long.
hi.
You can enjoy that in a room alone by yourself, or you can invite the fam over, whatever you want to do. But that's a great one. But my point is, HBO had so many great HBO production type movies. You don't really typically see that sort of consistent level of content produced by a channel. It's really something.
Well, will that continue when they become Netflix?
Are they in that? Are they swept up in that? Is
HBO? Yeah. They're
Oh,
they're
wow.
Warner Brothers.
Wow. So what we certainly can imagine is that a Netflix subscription is now going to be $80 a month.
Yeah, they say nothing's going to happen for a while until all the regulatory stuff works out. But yeah, you can imagine it's going to get really expensive. I can't imagine them having separate platforms. That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
from a
there's not
brand.
going to be any HBO Max anymore.
Yeah.
It's all going to be Netflix. Why wouldn't it? Get rid of all that overhead, all the administrative expense.
I mean, who would have thought, back in the day, that Netflix would become the singular voice for, movie and TV online?
I remember the DVD delivery days. You get a DVD, you immediately rip it and send it back.
Yeah.
And then the next one comes. You immediately rip that one, run it through Handbrake, so that it can be turned into an MPEG-4.
That's when my love for Intel CPUs back at the time started, because I had an Athlon and an Intel Pentium, and I compared the two to see which one did higher quality rips at a faster rate, and the Intel, just because it had the instruction set for MP4, or not MP4, but whatever it was back then, was built in. I didn't have to use software emulation, and it was so much better.
So if you were using an AMD chip, it was using software emulation
Yeah,
to
for
encode and decode that?
yeah. It was great for games, but it wasn't great for ripping movies
So
or
it's more
just
complex.
any kind of video stuff. Like,
So it's more complex than to just say each is better at a different kind of math.
Well, I mean, that's basically what it was because the Intel had hardware to manage. It's just like Apple today. The reason Apple seems to be better at AI stuff is because their hardware is built into it to allow for the system on chip putting the graphics card or the graphics memory right beside the CPU memory and letting them play together is a hardware thing. So that's why you see all these Microsoft machines or all the machines that say Microsoft with Copilot are because they have an MPU and a system on chip. Same idea.
Trey
That's why-
Brackish. Trey Brackish mentions DVD shrink. Hell yes.
I remember that one. Yes.
And DVD decryptor.
Yeah.
Those two went hand in hand with one another.
Oh
I,
yeah.
I think I still have them.
You know, I just used Handbrake not that long ago.
You know, I don't really. I guess if you're ripping Blu-rays, you could still use Handbrake for that, couldn't you?
Yeah, it wasn't a Blu-ray for me. It was a DVD, but it was like you know the
Curtis
DVDs
is going
that
480p, baby.
yeah, you know, like there was. I'm assuming there's still some version of this out there, but I'm trying to download Fortnite on this thing. I want to see how it plays.
It's
But
terrible.
what'd you say?
It's terrible.
Is it?
At least
Okay.
when I did it, it was.
Yeah, I'm
It's
curious.
really washed out and imprecise. It's not great.
Yeah.
And I think it's maxing out at like 30 frames per second.
Every time Kurt says CPU, I hear their Terminator's voice. CPU. But do you remember this? What I was trying to ask is like, do you know the places that would they would take your VHSs or home movies and convert them to DVDs and have like menus and stuff with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to rip a video like that someone had that was on a DVD so that they could have an online version of it. And Handbrake, does a good job of getting all the menu choices and all that too, because it had like a slideshow on it.
You know, I have a ton of Sony 8 and digital 8 tapes that I really need to get into a proper format.
Yeah, I've been slowly converting. Well, you know what? With my M series Max, I probably can't do this, but because I don't have a FireWire card anymore or port.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
The only thing I can use as with the digital 8, it's never going analog. That's literally a digital tape. But I do have some Sony 8s, which are not digital. So the only thing you can do, but in either case, the only thing you can do with either of the tapes is use the camera that you filmed these tapes on to play back to your PC or Mac. It's got to be FireWire in. That's the only I/O on this camera. And I don't know of any other way to do it. I mean, there's not like a standalone unit that can be used to just pop these tapes in and it does nothing but stream them digitally to a computer on the other end to receive it. Hold on.
Trade says, remember secret DVD menu Easter eggs? And I do remember those. It's like the hidden tracks on CDs. When it would, I think Nirvana had one of those, didn't they? FireWire plugged into FireFub, then you would get a feedback loop and it would create 8K quality video out of 480. FireFub is the most efficient protocol that's probably what got us kicked off of Twitch is most online services aren't ready for FireFub. This thing went from like an hour and 45 minutes down to 30 minutes so quickly, and now look at it. Endless nameless. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what happens when I try to start software.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
My daughter needed a charger, and I immediately scolded her and said, "Don't you ever interrupt me during a live stream, young lady. Do you understand?" And
Listen, there's two things that Michael can't handle, and it's being corrected by his co-host or his child asking for a charger.
And I told her, you don't need a charger now because you're grounded from your phone for the next 2 weeks.
There we
Okay,
go. For the holiday.
little Missy.
Entire holiday.
By the way, there won't be a Christmas this year.
Yeah, it's not
okay.
happening. FirePub has reverse AI. It tells you what you're thinking. Well, it doesn't have to be very smart to figure out the average user's thoughts. It's like,
No, the FireFub AI can only be used to create another AI that you can then use to do your tasks.
I want FirePub AI to only be able to do your taxes for you. That's the only thing it can do, and it does it wrong. Like, there's a disclaimer on it that says, do not submit your taxes.
FireFub is the preferred browser of the IRS.
Yeah, that'd be great.
When I do my taxes, I use FireFub.
I didn't want to promote this, but I'm pretty confident the
FireFub's
Department
good
of
for porno.
Justice. What'd you say?
FireFub's good for porno.
That's it.
You can watch your porno on it. Do you know that?
Well, okay, so that makes what I'm about to say a little more awkward, but I was going to say the Department of Justice
I don't think you
used
understand. If you like tits and butts and boobs and stuff, you can just get on FireFub and look at all that stuff. Do you know that?
it. On FireFub?
On Fire,
I didn't know
you just
that.
put it on your computer and then you type. See, you open up and there's a box. You just type boobs in that box. Shit, you ain't gonna believe it.
Well, then let's try that. Let's put it into FireFub.
I'm telling you,
AI.
type boobs. Shit. Put the word in there. Push,
How much technology has been put? How much has technology been pushed forward by porno? When you think about it, like the speed of the internet and like video compression.
Predating that is the debate, film versus video,
Mhm.
and video won out, and a lot of people attribute that to the porn industry deciding to go with video rather than film because it was so much cheaper, and so therefore a wild amount of video equipment was being purchased by people for various porn projects, and as you could imagine, that equipment wasn't only being used for porn, it was also being used for probably legitimate, quote-unquote,
Hollywood.
legitimate productions.
Yeah,
So
that's probably
video was really nudged along in a big way by porn.
That's what's for dinner.
See, like if you like boobs more than butts, you can choose which one you want in FireFub.
No, you can't. When you type in boobs, you get butts. It knows what you really. You might know what you want. It knows what you need.
Yeah, I opened up my FireFub yesterday. Shit, you're not gonna believe this. I opened it up. I typed boobs and it showed me a butt. First picture. I only look at animated GIFs, so FireFub won't let you look at videos. You can only look at animated GIFs. So that's all I do. I'm just over here furiously cranking to a GIF. It's a woman's boobs swinging, but I typed butt. But you get a big swinging set of boobs there. That's what they give you. And but all them animated GIFs are free, by the way. You don't have to pay for them.
But wait, is the browser that displays it, is it able to loop it, or does it just stop on the last frame?
I gotta hit refresh each time. See, the problem is I use the mouse to hit refresh with my right hand. So, logistically, I can't even believe I'm using a word like logistically. That's not normal for me. But
In the moment, though, it was the right word.
you're using the mouse with your right hand at the same time. You got other things going on in the room. You got to click that refresh button because Firefub won't let you watch a video, okay? It's the only downside.
But
of that piece of
AVIs, it'll let
shit
you play
browser.
AVIs.
I'm
but it
going
plays
back to
them
Netscape
backwards.
if they don't fix all this stuff. I really am. I might just go right back to Netscape. Even if they start charging for Netscape, I'll pay it. I don't care. I mean, the people at Firefub aren't going to do a better job with their product. I want auto refresh.
It's on the roadmap.
I don't want video. I just want the GIF to refresh. I just want the GIF to refresh
Can you
on its own. I'm
imagine?
tired of needing two hands for all this. That's what-
You go to TikTok on Firefub, and it converts the video to a series of frames for a GIF, but it cuts out like every odd number, but like a Fibonacci sequence on it of drop frames, and it gets to, instead of replaying it, it just gets to the last frame.
So, like, you end up looking at a GIF that is from a video that was a minute long, but it's only comprised of like 15 frames.
Yeah.
It says, wow, that one.
The first video is a mom of three as a nurse. The
They
next
call that a
frame,
MILF on Firefub.
the next frame is her getting into her car, and then the frame after that is standing like in the front door of her house, turned around, looking back at the camera, and you have to guess what happened for every frame in between.
When we say Firefub, I wonder how the automated closed captioning in YouTube presents that word.
Yeah,
Firefub.
it's what's for dinner. Sometimes you eat
Yeah.
a Firefub, sometimes a Firefub eats you.
What?
Trey Brackets. I don't think I'm GILF. Is this what I think it is? I was thinking GIF, but then I just realized that
We're just
probably
making
means
the show slightly more inclusive. I felt like the conversation that was just expressed on this show, anyone could see that it was nothing but misogynistic. So, yeah, I'm also searching for GILF GIFs in my FUB. If you're a regular Firefub user like I am, you call it the FUB.
Oh, can we make sure that it auto shuts down when the microphone, like it's the most security aware product ever. We don't listen to you, but if we hear you say FUB or the FUB, it just automatically shuts down.
Wait, GILF is not guy. The G is grandma or something. Is it grandma?
Gosh.
Oh shit, that's hot. Damn. I never thought of searching for that on my Firefub. I'm gonna tell you right now, I never thought about that.
Never?
But,
Never,
No, I ain't never. But shit, I didn't know you could type other. Someone told me the only thing you can type is boobs or butt, and if you type anything else, they take your Firefub away for like 30 days. That's what I was told.
Man, someone out there, I guarantee this person exists, that they open up their Netscape browser or their Firefub, and all they know that you can type into it is hotmail.com. They didn't know you could do other stuff like AOL.
There has to be
keywords.
someone out there still using Netscape. You know it?
Oh, yeah.
There has to be. I wonder. I'm gonna do a little research.
Are you going to look at the analytics on Firefub to see how many people are browsing it from Netscape?
I'm just gonna go to Grok.
Alex
gonna
is back
ask,
because he can
many
smell
people?
that we opened up Fortnite, even if it's the downloading screen.
How many people are using Netscape Navigator in 2025? Let's see. Grok is searching the web.
Searching.
It says virtually no one is actively, we know this, is using the original Netscape Navigator in 2025. Blah, blah, blah. Saw its peak in the 90s, collapsed in 2000s. Official support ended in 2008. I had no idea support for Netscape Navigator continued until 2008.
Right.
I had no idea.
You realize.
I would have been like installing that and using it just as a goof.
Right.
Had I known.
Opening up Netflix from that. You realize that the amount of data center power
hold
that
on.
search.
The usage of Netscape Navigator is below 0.01%.
What's the usage of Internet Explorer 6?
Well, hold on just a second. You realize that 0.01%, let's say it's 0.001. That is a lot of people.
Right. Yeah.
That's millions of people, isn't it?
I would think so. I mean, well, are we relatively close to the point of saying that every person has access to the internet, or is there still a significant portion that doesn't? Is there 8 billion people who are on the web? I guess ask Grok that.
How many people are currently
I'll ask Gemini. I'm interested.
regular users of the internet? If 0.00 if 0.005%, where's my percent button? I never use the percent key. I never can find it. Oh, there, number 5. If 0.005% of those people are using Netscape Navigator, what is the actual number of those people? What is the actual total?
This is what our podcasting world was made for, what we're doing right now.
Okay. How many people are currently regular users of the internet? If 0.005% of those people are using Netscape Navigator, what is the actual total people using it? That would be 300,000 people.
Yeah, okay, let me see what.
Imagine that.
Say that
What-
again.
If 0.005, so I cut its estimate in half. Earlier, it said below 0.01.
Mm-hmm.
So I said if 0.005% of those people are using Netscape Navigator, knowing the total number of internet users, which is about 6 billion, that would be 300,000 people using Netscape Navigator.
And if just, and like my good friend George Senda has reminded me, if each one of those people would just send $5, I wouldn't have to ask you to send me money anymore.
You know, I wonder what the insides of the homes of the average Netscape Navigator user look like. I'll bet they're just hoarded and roach infested.
You want to use
I have a very specific vision in my mind of what the inside of the home of the average Netscape Navigator user would look like.
I'm going to ask Gemini or Nano Banana or whatever it's called to create an image of that. Create an image of the...
After I asked if the G in GILF stands for grandma, I think, well, Trey Brackish at some point after that replied, yep. I guess he's answering my question. I guess I could also ask Grok, what does GILF mean? But I'd rather have normal human interaction here. I feel like I'm relying in my day-to-day life too much on AI.
Yeah, but you're relying on it the same way you used Google before, right?
Actually, yes, I don't Google search anymore.
Right. That I think is fine. But like think about my typing, it sounds like a Jerky Boy skit. That's funny. I got my image. It's exactly what you would expect. I think that's that could
Jack
be
Torse.
me. That took me a second. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can share this. Open image. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, Gilf is grandma. So yeah, that's super hot.
That's the only kind of search you can do in.
Okay,
Probably
so the next alpha version of FireFub, you can only search for the word Gilf. Like, you literally cannot use the search bar for any other term.
Can you imagine?
You know, Curtis and I, this imaginary browser that we thought of many years ago, I'd say probably at least 10 years ago, we came up with this idea for an imaginary browser called FireFub that does terrible things, like not letting you access certain websites that have a domain name that starts with a vowel on Tuesdays, or only letting you search for the word GILF in the search bar. Any number of insane, stupid features.
Here, look at the screen.
But the thing that's awesome about this is it's possible. Every one of these stupid features that we talk about are actually possible through the open sourced version of Firefox. You can create your own browser and it can do all of these things, all of these stupid things.
Yeah.
And Curtis, you did
I made a
create
browser. Mhm.
you did create like sort of an alpha version of FireFub at one time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was
we
based
need
off
to
of.
kind of get back on that. Can we?
You
Could
want
we
to
do
go back
that?
to it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you can't really see it in the screen here, but can you see my screen share?
Yes, I do.
That's what Nano Banana created when I said create an image of the average Netscape Navigator user. That's really impressive that it put like what it did there. Like that mouse pad is perfect. The 3 1/4, those 3 1/4 floppies are 3 1/2. Is it 5 1/4? Is the
Those
5
are 3
1/4? There's even a zip drive. You can barely see it off to the side. That's great. The wood paneling. Like, look at that detail outside, even. The house next door, the windows. Man, it is wild what this stuff can do now. I am impressed.
Yeah, the thing that bothers me about some of the photography and some of the video that's AI generated is that I feel like the older you are, I don't feel like I know. The older you are, the more readily fooled you are by it. And
Yeah.
I worry that I'll know that I officially am old when I'm fooled by these things that people around me who are younger are not. And I feel that day could be coming sooner than I may like to admit.
Right. Yeah, well, I mean that comes for everybody, though, right? I mean, it happened with music, movies, TV shows, you name it. Like there was a point because like I felt that way with like whatever popular music was that I thought I would always be clued into it, and I didn't even know when I disconnected from it. Like it was somewhere in the 2010s, I lost my connection to it. And the thing is that when I realized it, I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with that. But I was so appalled with the idea before. So Nano Banana just created an image of Trey. Just missing the joke cola and overflowing ashtray. I wonder if
where
it's
are you
allowed.
seeing this?
Did you see the image that I shared?
No.
Okay, well, okay.
Of the dude looking at the computer?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
with the
saw that.
Netscape thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just busy. I'm buying a domain name here.
Which domain do we want to know, or wait till you're done?
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah.
Okay, my order's complete. Firefub.com. We've got to own it.
Yeah. So, irony of irony, if you want to point it to my Hostinger account, I'll set it up to. We'll build it with AI.
I'll do exactly that. But the thing is, well, first we've got to work on the browser itself. But the key to this is when we build the Firefub website, it has to explicitly and honestly lay out all of these features, but it has to present them in a way that
Like with
makes it
honesty.
seem like the website is oblivious to how terrible these features are.
Right. I want a video of like a talking head video of you saying all of the top 5 features, the reasons why.
Oh, I'm going to do that. Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
That'll be great. like show you trying to click a button on a page, but you can't get the mouse on it. Like the mouse keeps like getting moved over like 2 pixels away from it.
I will create an entire instructional video. I will do that. Dude, let's do this.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be a great website. It could become some sort of a meme website.
Yeah. Well, and let's do it all like open source while we're live streaming, because like I've made apps live streaming for
Let's
us
do
on
it.
this channel.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Let's do that.
Yeah, so next week won't be more Tears of the Kingdom because I'm upset that the cell animation isn't up to my standard. Instead, we're going to build Firefub together.
Yeah, I'm going to. I feel like we have compiled lists in the past.
Oh yeah,
Firefub features. I
hold
need to
on.
find
Let me
that.
look in my Apple Notes
I'm going to go to my email.
because I know I have a note from where we did something with it once. Hold on.
I've got a lot of Firefub entries in my Gmail.
Good.
I don't know what to select here. Okay. Oh, okay. So apparently, Curtis, on July 16th, 2011, I sent you an email. The subject is Firefub, and the body of the email is simply a browser for the rest of us.
A browser for the rest of us. Yes.
That's gotta be the slogan for Firefub. Why
Browser
do they send you this?
No, we had a whole thing where we were working at our lists. I'm trying to find mine too. Hold on.
I've got to send you this.
Where's mine?
Oh man, that is hilarious.
Like, I feel like I wrote something in.
A browser for the rest of us.
That's great.
Look,
Can
I just want a browser for the rest of us. I'm really
Yes.
tired of all the other. I don't want fluff.
Where? I guess let me check my email too, because like I know I wrote.
In 2011, this goes back much further than I thought. And I sent this to you at 5:05 a.m. July 16th, 2011. Man, what was I doing at that time? That was, yeah, I know exactly what I was doing. You know something, I really have this ability to hear a date and know just about exactly where I was and what I was doing on that date.
Yeah, I used to be.
One of these days I'll be accused of murder and this audio snippet will be used
Oh.
against me when I say, man, I don't remember being there. I'm sorry. I just don't remember what you're
Dude,
talking
on
about.
8/17 2012, I bought firefub.com.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
It'd be hilarious if in 10 years you buy it again.
Yeah. And here I got a radioactivity, something that has, let's try firefub. George Senda back in 2/24/17 sent an email to me and Jazz about his internet not working. I sent him a fake set of stats where I said my internet was fast, where I used firefub as my browser. But here's George's internet back at that time. His speed result tests were 14.2 megabits per second, and his upload was 2.36 a second. And I said that I was getting like 500 megabytes per second and 200 up using firefub. His response is, "What's firefub?"
It's the browser for the rest of us.
That's
What are you kidding me?
right.
What are you, some sort of snob?
Yeah, he wrote
What,
back.
you need a fancy browser?
He wrote back, Firefox.
Apparently, oh, this is new.
Yeah, here's your message. I see that in my.
I'm going to have to search on
Oh.
my NAS.
Here's the old. So it was on February 7th, 2015, is when I created the original Firefub. Do you remember Fiend Phone? Because I seen
Yeah.
an email when that.
I see
'Cause-
that too.
Yeah, I created a copy of Fiend Phone for us.
Fiend Phone was it was an audio communications app. I think you could use different audio codecs in it, but it came default out of the box with Opus, I guess it was.
Yeah.
Let's see. Firefub. I'm
Where are
searching
my notes?
NAS.
I had a whole thing of notes about this. Docs, maybe? Oh, yeah, here we go. Found mine.
I think I did too.
Yeah, I think I shared this with you, but maybe not. So here, I'm going to read to you my list of Firefub features. Here we go. 1. On App Startup, we have a system to ensure the application is snappy and responsive. We use an infinite loop to collect 75% of all available memory and refuse to return to the operating system. This way, you know Firefub is working. 2. Our security alert system keeps you safe from predators online and off. Continuous reminders of the potential that a convicted felon is nearby helps keep you situationally aware of your surroundings. 3. Along with our, in quotes, "mark me as safe" feature when using Firefub, hold on, wait, let me reread this. Along with our "mark me as safe" feature when using Firefub at any time, the accelerometer is activated on your mobile device. We alert you to the real dangers you might be in. Mark yourself safe to continue using your phone. So you have to constantly say you're safe every time the accelerometer is activated. And here you go. Firefub for HR. We use AI to scan your browser history and automatically submit your resume to job postings that match. So far, we have matched 100 people with promising careers in industries as exciting as personal assistant, sanitation assistant, CEO of a Fortune 100 business, and town crier. And feature number 5, feeling lonely? Firefub can teach you to communicate with real people from the comfort of your home or tent. Subscribe to Virtual Internet now to have completely fake, yet seemingly real websites created on your own virtual internet. Talk with lifelike bots and post photos and replies to social media networks without the concern of screwing up again or being canceled. Easily erase your virtual internet with a click of a button, and CIA, NASA, Strong quantum encrypted data storage units will be fully erased and start over again until you get it right. Perfect for use with our Mark Me as Safe feature. So you get your own virtual internet. And then last, I think this is last. Yeah, okay. Modern browsers seem to have cracked the code for what most users would consider a great experience. But we know you feel something lacking. Our tracking cookies collated 20 or more experiences over the last 20 years, and now we know why the modern web feels so fake. Errors and mistakes. With the Errors and Mistakes plugin, you can make any browser feel like FireFub, even when you can't install the real thing. Each time you activate your non-FireFub browser, a random set of features are made available to your browser. Classics like no vowels on even-numbered dates or incorrect misspellings. It's all there. You never know when or why, but you will know when you are browsing with the most true-to-life FireFub experience. You're welcome, and your welcome is misspelled. I like that one. I want the Errors and Mistakes plugin. How about the Dead Internet plugin? You show up on a site to read an article, and it just adds fake comments to it that when you reload the page, they all get redone. That actually would be a really fun thing to create.
Oh my God. My list is in a .pages file, and I just discovered that is an Apple format.
Yes.
And so apparently you can sign into your iCloud account, and then you can go to your pages, you can click on pages and then open the file there. But when I do that, I'm greeted with, "Good evening, Michael. You turned off iCloud data web access. To access data on iCloud.com, you'll need to turn on web access in iCloud settings on your device." Well, guess what? I'm using a Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. I don't know how I'm going to do this.
Guess who's making a Hackintosh? Have you ever built one of those?
No, I thought about it at one time, though, and I would really love to do so.
I like that. Back in the day, I haven't tried it with more modern versions, but they were nice.
Is it still a thing? I think
It's on its way out.
Well, can you do it with the new Apple Silicon version of Mac OS?
Let's see. Let's go to Tony Mac x86. Or is
How
it
am I
Tony
going to
Mac?
open this file? Can I just send this to you and you open it?
Probably, yeah. Send it to me.
Okay.
Yeah, Tony Mac x86 is a great website for Hackintoshing. Let's see. Can you? No.
Okay, I just texted it to you.
Yep, I see. FireFub features pages. I bet this was around the same time as. Yep. Here we go. You ready? You want me to just copy it and send it back to you?
You could just read it.
Okay. All right. So, first, FireFub uses the industry standard minimum of 2.5 gigabytes of RAM at all times on federal holidays, but not on Christmas like most FireFub competitors. That's the FUB difference. The FUB difference. I like it. I like it. We both started with the same idea of it being a memory hog.
Isn't that just so obvious? It's got to be a
wild.
memory hog.
Okay, number two. All images loaded in FireFub are displayed with color inversion by default. But this option can be changed in settings. Hold on, I'm gonna get past this. Okay, a permission key must be entered when changing this setting, which can be requested from the FireFub team in writing. Let me reread that.
If you create,
All-
if you actually implement this feature in the browser, that sounds complicated.
I know. Well, we can do it because I've built that into apps that require. So many years ago, I worked on a software project that was around being the point of sale and registration for what became T-Mobile later. But it was a system where you would buy the phone, put all your information, it would activate it, and it would control the commissions for the local store, all of that. But the software was managed by a license key where it had the checksum for us to know you were an installed customer. And my job was every 6 months for everyone who was renewing it, they would call in and they would read their 12-digit alphanumeric number to me, and I would have to read back their like 24-digit or character code back to them. And I had an app I had to run it through, and it was not that much different than what you're describing here. And it was so crazy because no one can read a block of numbers well. And like it was 12 characters. Like it was basically set up to be 4 groups of characters. And people would mess it up all the time, or I would mess up hearing them. It was a pain. But yeah, a permission key must be entered when changing this setting, which can be requested from the FireFub team in writing. I love that. Okay, here's next. When profanity is typed into FireFub in any context, the browser will dump all memory and relaunch. Profanity keyword list is regularly updated. Man, you're just too funny. Let me start this over. When profanity is typed into FireFub in any context, the browser will dump all memory and relaunch. Profanity keyword list is regularly updated and broadened by FireFub devs.
Broadened.
Yes. Okay, here we go. FireFub refuses to launch if no TPM infrastructure is detected. For security, with an exclamation point. So almost every modern device now. Okay, here we go. Number 5. If no CD/DVD drive is detected, FireFub regularly alerts users to this oversight. If client machine is in sleep state, the FireFub will wake. FireFub will wake the machine to maintain. It will wake the machine to maintain the alert schedule. So, again, you and I were very like we were destined to build this product because my mark me is safe is the same thing.
Look, you don't want the alert schedule getting screwed up. It's got to be maintained. We're going to wake that bitch up. We're going to notify you.
We built this thing. We're going to use it. Okay. Hold on. My eyes are tearing up. Okay, so number 6. Resolving .info and .biz TDLs. Wait, this one's too good. I gotta get it out. Wow, I'm glad I'm not on camera right now. Okay. Resolving .info and .biz TLDs will cost only 1 FireFub coin. Sorry, 1 FUB coin per instance. FUB coins can be purchased from the FireFub dev team using the popular Vertcoin cryptocurrency, or by mailing a check or money order to the FireFub dev team in Pueblo, Colorado. It'll cost you 1 FUB coin for a .info.
Why those? It's just a very...
What's a Vertcoin? I like it.
It was a coin when I wrote that.
It was. It really
Yeah,
was.
It really was. I think I did a Google search for the most piece of shit, useless, Nothing cryptocurrency currently in existence.
Okay.
That was what I came up with.
I like it. Well, now, I'm snorting now. That's going to be the FUB coin. Okay, so next, we're taking it to the moonshot. FUB coin going all the way to Uranus. Number 7. Users are allowed only one download of FireFub per month. An intricate and proprietary but experimental digital rights management system ensures compliance. You've exceeded your quota of FireFub downloads this month.
Everything on both of these lists has got to be implemented in some form.
I agree. These aren't questions, they're demands. Okay, here we go. Here's 8. FireFub automatically sets user startup page to the website of a random U.S. senator. In today's political climate, that might be worth it. And then, I didn't finish. FireFub is encouraging civics. Startup page can be modified using a permission key. I like that callback. All right, number 9. When FireFub shares user data with advertisers will not be charged for this data. FireFub will not profit off of its users. Your privacy is important to us, therefore we will not make money off of it. We'll be sharing it? Well, yeah.
I mean, what are we going to not?
Why would we collect it if we weren't going to share it?
I mean, we made a whole browser here.
Right? There's a browser here, man. Come on. All right, hold on. And finally, can I get through one of these without laughing? Okay, number 10. Twice per month, FireFub will automatically browse to a floppy disk drive for sale on eBay. This feature, due to its importance, cannot be disabled, even with a permission key. How many floppy disk drives are on eBay right now? I have to go look. How did you come up with that one? That feels very specific.
No.
I feel like you're looking for one.
Is this list dated? I need to see the creation date on the file.
Yeah, I don't know if I can see it from what I have. No, floppy disk drive. There are 10,000 results for a floppy disk drive. Okay.
Okay, wow.
Well, so we're good then for a while.
Yeah.
This reminds me, I need to get a USB floppy disk drive because I have stuff on disk that I don't even know whether it is, good anymore. Man.
This is actually, it's almost, in March it'll be 2 years old, this list.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, it's the same time as mine then.
I thought it was older.
Mine is 2014, wasn't it? Oh, man. Can I see revision history? Now it says today's dates. We got a good 16 features there with some very good crossover.
And I think we've got a great instructional video that's going to be produced for this.
Yeah. Oh, I love starting with the advertising thing first. And then go into the mark me safe and what was the other one there that the profanity list. No, sorry, hold on. The CD drive. If the CD drive is detected, FireFub regularly alerts the user of this oversight. If client machine is in sleep state, FireFub will wake machine to maintain alert schedule. The combination of that alert schedule and keep me safe means your system will always be running at top speeds.
Listen, reliability is what we as developers went for here.
That's right.
Oh, man. Well, send me the name servers I need to point firefub.com at.
Yeah,
two.
let me grab that right now. I'll text it to you. This is what live streaming is made for.
Control panel, Clarice. Click on control panel.
It helps if I remember what my username is. There we go.
Firefab.com.
Would be great is if I accidentally typed it into the chat for our stream and not. See, I went domains, no websites.
I ran out of coffee, okay? I ran out of coffee.
You'll never run out of coffee with.
So let the listening audience know I'm doing the show for you to entertain you, but I ran out of coffee. Okay? So I'm just putting that out there. I just want people to appreciate shit. I'm doing this show to entertain your ass. I let myself run out of coffee here trying to do a service for you.
And you'll like it. What's your current favorite brand of coffee?
Oh, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I actually wanted to talk tonight a little bit about coffee.
Please do.
First of all, Aldi, of which I've been a fan for many years, has some great coffee beans in their various store brands that are unground. They're just beans, whole beans. You take them, you put them in your grinder, and then you do whatever you're going to do with them. Now, I've got an AeroPress, which if you're not familiar with what that is, just look it up. AeroPress, AERO press. And it's this tube-shaped thing with a plunger. You put your coffee grounds in it, and then you lightly press down on the plunger and push everything through a filter. And the theory there is that it brings the acidity of it brings the coffee to a better pH.
And we all want good pH.
I think it's called like phenic acid or something, or some kind of acid. Is it phenic acid? It'll probably turn out I'm incredibly wrong, and phenic acid is something that's been causing weird cancers in a small indigenous population somewhere in Canada for 30 years, and it's all the result of a polluting power plant. But anyway, that's fantastic, the AeroPress, but it can feel like a lot of work to have a cup of coffee, making it with an AeroPress. But having said that, the beans, if you're going to make coffee, go to Aldi. If there's an Aldi near you, the unground coffee choices are absolutely amazing. And everybody, when talking coffee, will always tell you, always buy Arabica. I don't know how that's pronounced. Arabica, Arabica.
I don't know.
But you can't really find coffee that's not Arabica. Everything says 100% Arabica. So don't really worry too much about that. But if you feel like using an AeroPress is too much work for a cup of coffee, the next best option, I feel, is using a Keurig machine. But, of course, you're not going to buy Keurig pods. What you need to do is go to Costco, and I buy Kirkland brand pods, which Kirkland is Costco's sort of store brand, kind of like Sam's Club has members mark.
This is going to get us banned from Twitch.
This is going to get us wrecked. Walmart has great value. Costco has Kirkland. And one of the things I've always hated about Keurig coffee is that it's too weak. It's too lightweight. It's just too thin. It doesn't just like kick you in the balls the way a good cup of coffee should. And these Kirkland pods, the first time I made one, I had been so conditioned as to what a Keurig pod cup of coffee tastes like that I put the Keurig machine on strong brew mode, 8 ounces, and brewed this thing, and it just absolutely melted my face.
Man.
It was just wild. I couldn't believe how strong this coffee is. And so I thought, holy hell. So what I've got to do is instead of 8 ounces, it's got to be 12 because I've got to dilute this a little more. And I'm not going to be able to do this on strong brew mode. I mean, these Keurig pods, Kirkland Keurig pods from Costco, are literally that strong. It's just crazy stuff. And so I think if you're an actual coffee drinker, I've never had any sort of pod coffee that's like this. It's unbelievable. I can't believe how strong it is. Literally unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't believe it. I am beyond belief. I won't be believing. I'm hearing Fortnite.
Yeah, it just finally uploaded or finished. But I want to give this a minute because I should have some.
I forgot you were downloading it.
I know, it was going for so long. Okay, come on. Why is this not?
Oh, I can't wait. Dude, I've already got an image in my mind of how this FireFub instructional video is going to go. It's going to be
Nice.
so good.
Let's see. So I went ahead and created a WordPress site for it. We can switch that up later if you want. I was thinking about making an AI one, but here's the name servers to point it to, and I'll get you. I just want to put the name server in. I don't need all the. Don't try to give me a URL.
Currently changing name servers.
And I'll add that to my. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try this Fortnite. I don't even know what my name is on it. Is that Sabrina Carpenter?
I wouldn't know Sabrina Carpenter if she drop kicked me in the chin.
That's probably a better life to live.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. I'm still me.
Name servers are set.
Okay.
And something else that's really great for coffee is real maple syrup as the sweetener.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just everybody I make a cup of coffee for, particularly this Kirkland coffee with the pods. Of course, you've got 12 ounces of coffee, but also real vanilla extract, actual cream, like, you know, a milk carton of actual cream, and maple syrup. And
That's interesting.
It's just absolutely amazing. Best cup of coffee you've ever had.
Yeah, see, I'm not as well versed, I guess, in coffee.
Oh, I'm versed.
So I guess I would I would be interested in what the best cup of coffee tastes like.
You know,
Okay, so
one of these days we'll meet up. Maybe you can come to my home. Maybe
Yeah.
I can go to yours. One of the two. Something will happen, and
You weren't kidding about
I
the
will.
graphics on this.
You will experience this cup of coffee.
I must. I must. Do you want to try to play one game of Fortnite at least? And if we do badly, two?
Okay, hold on.
Because I assume we'll be able to play together. I don't know. And if our
Wouldn't
buddy
it be
is
nuts
still,
if we can't?
Yeah, no. I can't believe I'm the Mud King on here, so it's logged in as me.
Yeah, one of the advantages of the Switch version of Fortnite is that you can't play with any cross-platform players. Now, that's a feature.
Yeah, that sounds very Firephobe-like.
Yeah. Okay.
I might need to connect that. Might have you switch up some things on that domain to make it go through Cloudflare.
Okay. Just let me know.
Yeah, we'll see. Because it's going to be a very high traffic site someday.
I think it could get a lot of attention if it's put together in the way that I'm visualizing. I think it could get a lot of attention.
Yeah, I don't have any kind of like preconceived thought, so I'm interested. We got to do all of our branding and everything together, like live. Let the world be a part of it. Maybe this will get us the viewers that will monetize us.
I've got to download this update.
Of course.
Why don't you go ahead and do a round while I'm downloading?
All right. Let's see how bad it plays. Kim Kardashian is a skin now too.
You can already see, unless it's restream, but
No,
you
it's
can already
bad.
kind of see the low frame rate just
Yeah.
here.
I can tell by the bride's hair, and Uma Thurman does not look the same as what she does on my Xbox. Have you been watching Stranger Things?
I have no idea what that show is.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Just seeing her there, her daughter, Uma Thurman's daughter, Maya Hawke, is in it.
I guess Uma Thurman's pretty old now, isn't she? You saying that just makes me realize, wow, she's kind of turning into an old lady. She's got to be well into her 50s.
I would guess she's in at least her 50s, yeah. But I mean, she still looks like Uma Thurman.
Yeah. You know, I saw a version of Kill Bill that looked like it was some sort of a repackaging of the movie, like a re-edit or something. Do you know
Yeah,
anything
so I want to
about
watch
that?
it. Because I've never actually watched Kill Bill, but Tarantino just did a director's cut that merges the two into one movie. And I'm thinking that I'm going to watch that as my first viewing of it. Oh yeah, this is
Okay,
bad.
well then I'm gonna watch it because I saw it, but I didn't know for sure looking at the cover whether it was some sort of a re-edit.
Yeah, it's the closer to the original vision, I guess, of it, but that's all I know.
I really want to see them release all of the unused footage from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I've never seen that either. I need to. It's just finding the time to do that when I have little kids with me all the time.
Yeah. Sharon Tate's one-time boyfriend, Jay Sebring, had a salon, and they actually went to the real location where the salon was and made it look like his salon looked in 1969. And, like, none of that is in the movie. There's a house that Jay Sebring lived in prior to getting killed with Sharon Tate, where there were lots of lavish parties and other crazy stuff, and a lot of scenes were filmed either in that actual house. I think it was in that actual house and on the property. None of it was in the film.
Something's changed on the game. I haven't seen any of this stuff. This is all different.
Oh, well, that must.
And this is
have,
bad. This is not.
Yeah, this is all new. I guess the Simpsons stuff is over.
Yeah, but they had the thing in between. That was okay, but now it looks like that's even changed. What was that? Why did it push me back?
Yeah, I'm downloading a big fat update on my PC here.
Yeah, I saw Harry
So it's-
Potter stuff too, but I was stuck by a pole. I couldn't move.
Yeah, that looks so terrible. That looks
is.
so
It's like-
ass.
Yeah.
Of course,
Oh,
I'm
you know
seeing
what?
it
We
after
had a
Restream
comment.
has its way with it.
What'd you say?
I said, of course, I'm seeing it after Restream has its way with it, but it
Yeah.
can't be much better on your end.
It's not. Is that Michael J. Fox? Wouldn't it be wild if I win this just outright?
That would be hilarious. Everybody got beat by a guy at 30 frames per second on a Switch.
Yeah.
Switch 1.
Oh, this is like a full 100 people in here. That's why it's so.
Yeah, it's a bigger map, I guess.
Yeah.
Do
Which is
you
good.
have any plans on getting a Switch 2?
No.
It seems pretty universally felt that Nintendo has really become something of a ripoff.
Yeah.
The games, if you buy a game cartridge on the Switch 2, the cartridge doesn't actually have the game on it. It's got a license that tells the Switch 2, when it communicates with Nintendo's servers, present this encryption key to demonstrate that you own the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, thank you on that.
That's sort of akin to what Microsoft was going to try to pull off
Oh, yeah.
with the Xbox One.
Did you see that I've already got several kills? It's not right.
You've killed 2.
What is going on? Why am I getting vision of everybody? I got eliminated because I wasn't paying attention behind me.
I
That
can't
was
get
ridiculous.
I can't get OBS to display the display Fortnite. It wants to display the Epic launcher instead. Hold on. Oh, there
Can you
we go.
believe I
Okay,
got
it.
2 headshots and I killed 4 people my first time playing this on here? There. I don't want to forget, Robin wrote us 3 weeks ago saying, I need help about games. So let me know when your next episode is so I
Is
can
that
call
Shine?
in." Yeah.
Yeah, she messaged me a couple of times on Twitter about that, or X.
Yeah. Every Saturday night, we're here.
Yeah, I told her that she should get on here with me and stream some Fortnite. I told her I guarantee you can get it down.
Mm-hmm. Why does it say I'm disconnected? There, okay. I'm ready now. Let's do one game and then I gotta go to bed because it's late.
Okay. I guess we will use. Well, shoot. Hold on. Oh, I do have audio. Good. Thank God.
You know the Nintendo version of this? Or not Nintendo, sorry, the Lego stuff. I was playing with that with one of my kids a couple days ago, and that's really good too. Like, I'm surprised how well they're able to get a Lego world in this.
Did you hear that?
I think so, yeah.
My ready sound?
I mean, I heard, I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll hear how weird this ends up being. If I have to switch to my duo, they move away from the aggregated one again, I will.
Yeah,
Now
I
that
don't
I
know
know how
why
to
I'm
do
still
that.
seeing Homer Simpson stuff.
You get to, well, I think it will use the last one until you change it. Oh, no, never mind. You had something different. You had the girl in the beach or in the water for a while. I picked this K-pop Demon Hunter one. Man, mine's still loading.
I don't know why I don't have any sound. I had sound in the lobby,
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
but I don't have it here. Why not?
If you used a Mac, you could aggregate your sound. Or you could use virtual audio cable. I just heard something. Now I hear it.
See, what I didn't want to happen is what's happening. Fortnite is capturing my mouse in game, and I'm losing the ability to control my monitor, my other monitor. Damn it! So I can't do anything with OBS. And the solution to that, I thought, was to run Fortnite in full screen windowed mode. Apparently that's not the solution.
That's why I like using the console. Man, the graphics look so bad. How can anyone be happy with this? I guess if it's all you know. Those trees don't even have... I don't know. Never mind.
Let's see. Where are you? Let me go to you.
I am at my marker, or close to it, I think.
I'm right across the street from you.
Okay. Yep, I see you.
Can you eat these burgers? No. You want to get this shield over here?
Sure. That didn't really seem to give a lot.
No. You only get 10 points per barrel.
Here, do you need any more shield, or you probably have more than me?
Yeah, I do.
You do need shield?
Yeah.
Okay, how do I get rid of something now?
Left trigger and then right trigger while doing that.
Okay, cool. Oh, wait.
Where'd it go?
There.
It's been a while since I've played Fortnite. I'm having to reacclimate to the controls.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw some footsteps around here. I don't know. Where's this chest?
I know, I keep hearing it.
find it?
There's something there. Shield. Do you want that shield, or are you good?
No. Well, I guess I could take it in case I need it later.
Graphics are so different seeing you and me like right by each other. That is really impressive for them to have built a system that can handle this, you know, to display it so badly on mine.
Yeah, it's really driving that Switch to its absolute max.
Yeah.
It does amaze me the game is available on the Switch at all. Do you need a good gun?
I mean, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm happy enough with. I have crappy guns, but I'm okay with it.
Let's see. Your shield's full.
Yep.
Guess I'll fill up.
Fill her up, son. Unleaded. That looks so bad. Again, I have that fire pit at home. Where are we going?
I'm gonna go open this chest here.
Oh dear Lord, is someone firing at us?
You want to go up there and kill those people?
Yep.
Let's do it.
And so it was, they pursued their prey.
Don't mind me not able to leave buildings. How close are they?
Well, is this guy gonna make a move?
Guess they decided that we were too
Oh,
much for
is
them.
he coming back? Oh no,
I don't think
he
so.
didn't want any of this, did he?
No, he didn't. We had the high ground, Anakin.
Where's that coming from?
Where are these people? They're shooting at me.
Down below. Directly down below.
I want to be.
Here he comes. Coming up.
Car coming back. Yeah. There was someone else coming. Where'd you go? There you are.
You want to go somewhere else?
Well, there was someone else coming up that ridge, but that's fine.
They're gonna have to come get their reboot card, so if we just stay here, they'll be here.
Yeah.
Where's the firing?
I don't know. This kind of sounds like fireworks.
They're shooting at each other down below. You want to go down this thing? Go kill them.
Yeah. Where'd you go?
Down here.
Oh, okay. I
You
see.
coming?
Yeah, I'm trying. And this gun is just, or this system is not good at.
We're in a bad place here.
Yeah, we're in a kill box, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Let's go up over here to this cable.
If only I
get
had
to it?
8 here. You can tell me what I'm supposed to say. I'm down. I'm uncovered. Whatever. We're going out of the... Or we're going into the storm. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we should go this way.
Let's go up here.
I want to kill some people.
What'd I just do? Oh no.
Where are you?
I don't know. I just went through like a rift thing.
Okay.
And I'm right back where we started.
Oh shit.
But now people can see me. There's people all around or outside here. They're on their way.
Here comes somebody.
Yeah. Where are they shooting from?
There they are.
Go.
We don't hold back now, do we?
It's the
Let's
funny
get the
thing
other
there
one.
is that I show up and
He's
just hit him
scared.
once. And I said, would you like another?
All right. That was pleasing.
It was. All right, we need to go to...
I didn't realize I took a few shots.
I have some shield if you need it.
Let's see.
But we should probably get closer to the circle
Yeah.
first. I don't know where you went. I thought you were closer to me. The storm sounds different here. That's weird. In this game. There's... Do you need the shield?
Yeah, I could use a little more.
Okay.
Oh, I can't use those. I'm over
Oh,
50.
sorry. I can only give you
One-sided
my
critics.
crappy. There are people to our left, so you know. I'm just not sure where. There we go. Now they're ahead of me. Sure.
Hold on, I'm catching up to you.
Okay. All right, we're inside the safe zone. Oh, there. So 12 o'clock for me. There was some gunfire.
This looks like kind of another kill pit, though.
I agree. Stay
Let's
up.
go around it.
Yeah. Let's go back around here so we're just already... They're trying to get us to it anyway. There's someone right by us. Oh, I got hit.
Where are they? I don't even see where they are.
There's somebody up.
Get in the bush. Get in. Ah, shit.
You don't have to say that twice. Oh, great. Someone's going to kill me here. Am I in the bush? I was. We got third. Was that the last two people?
I killed one. I've got another one down. All I had to do was get that guy that was running up on us, and
We would have won.
would we?
Yeah, we placed third.
Okay, well, you know what? It's late.
Yeah, let's call it a night on that one.
Bye, Curtis. Bye, everybody.
Yep.